So, would somebody like to summarize what happened last time? It's been almost 3 whole weeks, I think. 2 weeks? Something like that. So, it's good to get a refresher. A bit more of a macro refresher. Well, like I said, a bit more of a macro. Okay, Island Birds Portal. And what is the relevance of all this? What is our goal in all of this? Yeah. Okay. Red Dinium.
Raven, so we're presuming she's something of a were-raven, lycanthrope, if you will.
Yeah.
And we've tagged along with this young-ish professor who's been getting on the nerves of the Redinian governor, and just having him lead us to like the local tribes to potentially find where she's from. And we found like a weird tribe mini village where there were like weird animal hybrid people that attacked us and almost killed Peach. But thanks to the incredibly heroic professor almost giving his life to get her out of there.
True.
Good Jed, yeah.
And some help from Zednius and Severus to make sure that that wasn't for nothing. She managed to survive. Then she healed us up with her Giga spell, and we crossed the river by using shape water for like 5 hours straight. And we just chilling
multiple crossing rivers.
Yeah, lots of river crossings with this little. Is it called shape water? It's a cantrip. I don't remember if it's called shape water.
I think it's called shape water.
Yeah.
Well, 100% sure I believe that.
You guys have traversed.
Only way it had to be cantrip. Yeah.
And then we made it to the cave, and we had Hagal scout out the cave for us and found a crazy portal.
And the professor is waiting outside. He wants to hear all about what happens. Because he is very fragile and scared. So, with all that said, we're going to move back to the cave map where we ended last session. You guys are at the bottom portion of it. I obscured some areas you can't actively see, but I mean, if you have any questions about the general layout, I'm more than happy to answer them because Hagal did scout it all.
How tall is the ceiling? That's my first question.
In here, the specific area that you guys are standing in, you notice how you're sort of in like a valley, like a trough between two shelves. It's like 8 feet tall, but when you're standing on one of those shelves, it's only about 4 feet, so you have to like hunch your back a little bit.
What about these bigger rooms? Are they bigger, like as in taller as well?
On the left, yes, the ceiling is going to, it gets much higher, but on that right, that's a very narrow path, not only in terms of side to side, but also top to bottom.
I assume
that's the direction
Gal
that
hasn't gone through yet?
He's gone through
seen everything.
all this stuff, yeah.
He has not gone through the portal, no, but everything
he's not
else
gone
he's
through the
seen.
portal.
And on the right-hand side, there was like a big scary thing.
Over here, there's like more beastmen, and then like up here, there was like a scary monster thing.
Mm-hmm.
Worth reminding, Hagal is gone. He has unsummoned himself, is the best way to describe it.
Wait,
so
did
he
he
is
actually
no longer.
just leave?
Yes.
I forgot about that.
He consumed a magical item, and then he unsummoned himself.
Wait, what magic item did he consume?
You don't need to know. Hey, it's secret. He ate it.
A magical
Nobody
item.
will never
we'll
know.
just put it that way.
Were any of us aware that he did that?
There's spider webs up here too.
Unfortunately, Zenius can see through Hagal's eyes, so he's the only one aware of this unsummoning.
Well,
that's right.
I thought maybe you told us. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, Zenius, would you have shared that, your little guy ate something?
No, I didn't tell anyone that.
After we reacted the last couple times, I don't think you'll tell anyone.
True.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so you ate someone's soul and killed 5 orphans?
Based.
What?
So, here we are.
Well.
Just hypothetically, Hagal could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just orphans.
Yeah. They're just like tasty snacks.
Tasty.
So, where do we want to go first?
what was down here again?
The beastmen.
Yeah.
I
Indeed,
didn't remember there were 3, but there were 3 beastmen, and one of them was dead, and they were like eating him or something.
Well, I'll turn around to the others. Are we trying to do this, like, we just run through and kill everything? Or trying to at least be a little stealthy?
Stealth.
Are we assuming that Yogi passed along what he saw, roughly? Like he was whispering while he was looking through his eyes, except...
Like I told you guys, the Beastmen over here, there was like a creepy monster and then some dead bodies.
Yeah, you didn't mention him eating the thing, but you were like, yeah, I know he's going left. Got it. Well, there was a portal. I'm a little bit scared as to what's beyond it or who is beyond it.
Answer my question.
The Raven King.
With my pretty slender build, would I be able to like squeeze through this tunnel?
Yes, you could certainly fit. It would be considered squeezed, so you'd have a disadvantage on all checks and advantage on attacks and rolls against you. Like you would have, advantage on attacks against you, disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Including stealth, I assume?
Including stealth, yeah.
Okay. So say, I can try and sneak through and take out the 2 beastmen.
3.
Could you do that on your own?
I thought the last one's dead.
No, I
think there's 4.
There's 3 living ones and 3 corpses.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 2 living ones eating 1 dead one. Misunderstood.
And then there's also even scarier monster past them.
Oh, and that.
Oh, there is?
Well, where's the portal?
I could probably.
It's on the left up there. It's a little jagged line in space.
I could probably take 3 beastmen if I can. If I get the drop on the first. I don't know about the second. If there's another thing involved. What we could do is we could try to coordinate our assault.
We're concerned of who's going to pop out of that portal if we try to assault these creatures.
Yeah, what's our objective down here? Are we trying to go to the portal, or are we gonna...
I feel like we should, before we do anything, we should just clear it out of dangers, right? Seems like the most reasonable thing to do.
Is our ultimate intention to go through the portal? Or at least...
Well, not go through it, but we should...
I think so.
We don't know if there's a way to get back, is the issue.
At least.
I haven't researched much about them, but...
The ideal thing would be to put Golf through it, but I don't know how his recalling works if he's on a different plane, if it get fucks, or I don't know.
Can you not just stick your head through and see what's in there?
We have no clue if that'll work or not.
I mean, we can capture a dead beastman and try, right?
I could try and summon an animal.
Beastman and try.
But that feels sad.
Yes, animal cruelty, your favorite.
Animal cruelty.
Yeah, maybe we should send a horse through.
No.
No, I'm joking.
Did we bring our horses?
They're all outside with the professor. He's watching.
I'll look behind me. Can a horse get through where we just went through?
No, that's why you guys are up here without your horses, or you'd be on horseback right now.
Omega lol, Severus, idiot.
I was making a joke. Jokes aren't supposed to be realistic.
Joke's on you. I don't.
And I'll look like confused. And I'll look confused towards like Zetnius, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So, I think it's worth reviewing. I think Ethan asked a very good question. The chain of evidence that brought us here was you came to this island, you asked around about this lady. Raven Tyrant, Raven Lady, there seems to be a connection here. And then you asked, hey, is there any Raven Tyrant stuff on this island? And the professor said the oldest ruin he knows of, the Raven King's Hall, is in these mountains. And the only scrap of evidence he has is that it's on the leftmost edge of the mountain. So the assumption is this is an ancient ruin, and maybe it's connected to the lady, maybe not, but it is an ancient ruin.
But we don't have any evidence that it for sure is.
So far, you haven't seen a single wall by any. It's just like a cavern, looking very natural.
Wall. What do you mean?
Well, normally ruins have walls.
Like constructed.
I did miss the ruins part.
Yeah.
Well, Severus is probably right, I suppose. Guess we could start with just clearing the place out. How scary did this scary monster look?
I can either describe it or I can just show you the token. Do you have a preference, Yogi?
Yeah, just show the token because it's
Okay.
like a.
On a
There you go.
scale
It looks
of
like-
1 to 20.
That is what it looks
how
like.
Scary did
What
it
in the
look?
fuck was
I mean,
that?
we can take it, but not
There you
without
go.
getting hurt.
Right.
But that's what it was, and now it's
From
coming.
that second turn description, have I heard of anything like this before? Assume
Roll
the
a
others is wondering the same thing.
roll a history check. No, yeah, history check at disadvantage. That applies to anyone with a proficiency. Anyone can do
In
it.
history,
Yeah.
I do not.
14.
14? 14's not
Sounds
bad.
like an aberration, which is like aberrations are dark things which cling to the fetid and rotting corners of the world, typically in underground caverns, sometimes at the bottom of oceans. They are deeply asocial and endlessly eating things forever.
Could I?
Wait
Could,
a minute.
Are they like
Is there any way to
demonic or
narrow it
just
down?
like?
No, they're just old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just
Old
boomers.
and
aberration
angry.
is a
Okay.
distinct type of
Correct,
creature
yes.
group.
Yeah.
And it didn't have eyes; it just had like
It
feelers.
had eyes at the end of its stalks, at the end of its tentacles.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
what the fuck?
2 eyes per tentacle.
It's cool.
I wonder if that's what's creating the spider webs, or if there's a huge spider hanging out somewhere else.
Well, it's
It's
two
an
different
aberration. It
areas,
might have
so I
just
think that
ate
it's
the spider.
Huh?
I think it's like just two different areas. I don't think that they're
Got
the
it.
same.
What if?
That's what I think.
Wait.
Mhm.
I mean, aberration. If it's an aberration, fairly sure it is. It. I don't think it can. I don't think it can decide. Like. I don't think the beastmen are allied with it. I think if we lure it to the beastmen, it will kill them, and then we can just take out the potentially injured aberration. Makes it easier for us.
Alright, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah.
As you guys think for a moment, there is a scream which echoes through the caverns. The origin of it seems to be coming from your left.
Oh,
It's a humanoid-sounding scream.
Is there any emotion that's like conveyed in the scream? Is it
Horrified.
Like pain scream. Okay.
I have what's it called? A mirror, like a pocket mirror. Can I go up like here and like stick the pocket mirror out to see if I can see anything?
Yeah,
Like,
you
know what I'm trying to do?
absolutely. Yeah, you can look in this area and you can confirm, as the battle map shows, there is nothing obviously visible. There are those little offerings that are present in that chamber. Just to go over specifically what they are, there's some clay pots, bronze statuettes, some mild bronze like trinkets, copper coinage, local wards against evil, but that's about it. No, nothing that could originate a scream.
I don't know what that was. I don't see anything. It looks clear though, this area at least. Do you want to move forward?
Oh.
Huh?
Oh?
Holy shit! Someone answered.
Someone said
Seriously?
yeah. It was a
I-
ghost.
Well, could that
I
be a
thought so,
ghost?
yeah.
It was a
I
ghost.
think the end goal is definitely to try and see what's up with this portal, but it's all on if we want to take out the people that could harm us first, right?
Yeah. Do you want to try and go through the right?
I think Severus's idea of making them fight each other is a pretty good one.
Yeah, I can just.
How do we
go-
do that?
So I can sneak. Hopefully, quietly enough to to the entrance of that, and then I'll use my invisible mage hand to drop like a small rock or something between the two groups, alerting them to a point. Hopefully, having them both investigate so that they notice each other.
There are some like trinkets over there that might make a louder bang. Do you want me to grab one?
Depends how heavy they are, and depends how risky it is to grab them. I can
It's
probably
right,
grab them from
it's right
range.
around
so
this
you know-
corner.
Wait, I can grab them from range, so you.
Like from here? Okay.
I mean, there's rocks all over the place, right? We're in a cave.
True. There are indeed rocks. Indubitably.
I just thought maybe it would be more suspicious if it was like clanging coins.
I mean, I
Yeah.
can just throw a coin.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You do have coins on you. LMAO.
She LMAO'd. Classic.
All right. Well, worth a try. Go on, Severus.
I'll try. And I'll sneak.
Yeah, make a stealth
This-
check at disadvantage as you move up through the volcanic chute.
I will make a stealth check. at normal because I have a cloak that gives me advantage.
Correct. If it's over your neck.
Oh, natural 20.
Well.
Wow.
Oh, it's normal.
Damn.
True, it's normal. All right then. By the time you turn the bend, by the time you turn that bend, you are, by the measures of your teammates, gone. They cannot hear you. They see no light coming from your direction. However, unfortunately, that does raise a secondary question. Hetagal had dark vision. Currently, Maximus or someone else in the party is holding a torch. You do not have dark vision. How are you seeing?
Ah, fuck! I forgot that half cells.
I thought there were torches on the
The
wall.
one flaw.
There are torches in the main
I've
chamber,
planned.
yes.
I
But this
forgot
is
I
not
didn't have
main
dark
chamber.
vision because
Yes,
normal
I
fire
remember.
literally everything has
I
dark vision.
remember. I've ganuked it on almost every single species.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's fair enough. I think it's
So,
that everything
I
has
can-
dark vision.
It's true. Now, yeah, so
I can do
Severus,
that.
you realize this once you're about halfway through this volcanic chute, and you're looking ahead of you and you just see pitch blackness. You are very quiet, though, so, you know, no light goes both ways.
Mm. Yeah. Fuck.
You probably hear
I have
Renesmee whisper
candles
from the
on
bottom
me.
of the chute that she has dark vision. She can help you.
Yeah. If you can't
Wait, how do you have dark
come
vision?
back.
She can cast
It's
it.
a spell
It's a
dark
spell.
vision.
No, I have a spell.
Oh.
I don't know. Use that spell. Use that spell.
It's
Um,
touch.
Yes, touch.
Well, I'm saying, I'll come back to them. I guess. I'll say,
Damn,
I'll
nat
just,
20
like-
wasted.
True.
I'll just like rest my hand in my face, kind of like in my palm, and go, my head in my palm, like go. Well, it's embarrassing. I forgot. I kinda didn't forgot about the lighting
No,
situation.
It's okay. It's okay. The torch here, it's very effective. Anyone would make the same mistake. I'll put my hand on his head. I'll whisper a little. I'm
You're just so used to the
kumbaya.
moonlight.
I'm like, yes, yes,
Kumbaya.
I understand, King. Yeah. And
Yes,
I
you
will cast
tug
it on him.
the aspects of nature. You pull upon that energy granted to you by that mountain so long ago, and you break a small little agate stone over his eyes. And when they open, there's no longer agate dust on them. Instead, his eyes have this sort of cat-like phosphorescence to them.
Oh, quickly.
Okay.
All right, stealth
Swing
check
back in.
again.
Surely I roll another nat 20.
Surely.
Oh my god,
Yeesh.
not
Let
3.
me check something.
Natural 3.
Wait, do I have inspiration?
I'm gonna do
Nope.
a little bit of research. Okay.
Check.
You begin to climb up the volcanic chute. You get to the top, and you're going to see a little bit further. And you see torches against a wall within range, because mongrels cannot see in the dark.
Yeah,
I don't think dark guns.
I was thinking about gambling about that, but I didn't want to fucking.
Yeah, so you
I don't
can
think dark
see...
guns ever given out inspiration, Echo.
Yeah, I don't think so. You can see 3 shadows in the darkness, or not in the darkness, but on the wall to your south. You can ask questions if you want about the shadows, but in general, you see 3 against that wall that I just pinged.
And I assume the torch is coming like from this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can basically guess, like, rough positions.
And from my description, the monstrous thing was like that way, right?
Yogi?
I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, it's up. This room is gonna be the beastmen, and then up here is the creepy thing.
So I'll wanna sneak up to like up this corner, pressing myself low against this wall,
Okay. You move up
and
right to the edge of
try
the
to
corner,
cast Mage Hand.
and you peek around. This still, your, what do you call it? 13 stealth still applies as you peek.
I
And,
have a dagger drawn on one hand, of course.
of course, classic. And around the corner, you see a little bit more than what I'm about to reveal. You see 3 mongrels, and they seem to be talking to one another in this guttural tongue that is utterly illegible to you. It's not even like any language you've heard of. It's like animalistic noises, not really a language. And they seem to be arguing, though not in like a violent way, just in like a disagreement sort of way.
We've heard this already when we encountered them before now.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
did, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Do they see me?
No. Your stealth is higher than the past perception. They seem to be engrossed in this conversation. It seems to be the goat-looking mongrel and the boar-looking mongrel are trying to pressure the dog-looking mongrel. And the dog is just like yipping and barking at the two of them. They are not dissuaded.
Quick question. In your world, how loud does a verbal component have to be? I forgot to ask.
It can be whispered.
Okay. So in that case, I'll whisper the verbal component to Mage Hand and cast it. Right in
Okay.
front of it. It is invisible as to my Mage Hand legitimate.
Okay. Legerdemain, what a wonderful word. You can use Thief's Tools, you can perform one of these tasks. Oh, there it is. You can make the spectral hand invisible. Perfect. A invisible hand. Wait. How do you manipulate it if it's invisible?
I don't know, but assuming
We've
that
been
the
over this
feature-
before.
Have we?
But
Oh
considering
god.
I can-
We're looping.
Yeah, we have.
Considering that
Well-
I can pick locks with it, I assume I
No,
instinctively
yeah.
know where it is.
I agree that you can do these things. I'm just wondering how you do it. Do you feel through the hand or something like that? We'll go with that because I think it makes the most sense. So, you summon this hand and you feel the wind on your ungloved hand, despite the fact that a glove is, wrapped around your actual hand. And what's this little mage hand doing? Where's this little guy going?
So he's right in front of me. I'll give him one of my regular copper pieces.
So the copper piece would not be invisible.
It's alright.
Okay. All right.
Ooh,
The
floating
hand is
copper
holding
piece.
the copper hand. Or the hand is holding the copper coin.
Think of that, but yeah, that absolutely makes sense, of course. And I'll try to make it. Are they? What way are they looking? Can I tell?
The two on the outside are looking towards the one in the interior.
Okay, so I'll. Really, cantrip. I have the best cantrip.
Yeah.
I'll cast my.
A minor illusion. Okay.
And I'll create a. Right over. I don't even need the mage hand. In fact, I'll get back the copper coin, dismiss the mage hand.
Okay.
Don't even need it. I'll cast my illusion, and I'll make a loud noise of clattering rocks right there.
Okay. Rocks clatter, and the mongrel closest to it jumps
And
a
then
little
I'll
bit.
immediately duck behind this again.
Okay. Yeah, the mongrel that's closest to the sound, he snorts. I can't even begin to make that noise, but it's like a boar. It's like a high-pitched squeal almost. And you briefly hear him raise his weapon. And now, since you can't see them, you just hear the noises. And the yapping gets stronger. And then you hear movement. And since it's out of your line of sight, you're unaware of exactly what occurs, but you can hear the sound of movement getting further away.
Right. I'll just wait until if they fight, I should probably hear some.
Most certainly, yeah. If
noises.
they were fighting, you would hear the
So
noise.
I'll just wait for 2 minutes.
You wait.
I'm twiddling my thumbs.
Oh yeah, all of you guys down there are just vibing. You hear a snort and like a distant pig squeal, and then it goes quiet again. But for you, Severus, you hear the sound of metal armor. I mean, they are all in some sort of metal. So you can hear the clanking of metal moving away, and then it's silent for the full 2 minutes. Actually, no. About the 1 minute mark, you hear something that sounds like dragging, like something being dragged across the floor.
Alright. I'll duck back into the tunnel, around the next corner.
Okay, let's just
And
reveal. Oh, back the way you came. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll I'll wait for another few minutes.
Okay, well then, for the rest of the party, Severus has disappeared up this volcanic chute with phosphorescent cat eyes. You heard a distant boar squeal, and now it's silent again.
99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. I understand. Lars is holding gore. Zednius is just trying to pass the time. Renesmee's in drinking songs. Wow. a true band of heroes. Severus, you wait for a couple more minutes. You hear a further dragging noise, and then you hear a sound that echoes through your mind. It is the sound of a snapping bone, and then this gulping noise, like just something devouring.
I'll head back to the pub.
Okay, you head back to the party. You guys see Severus emerge from the volcanic chute. You see his eyes before you see him, and then he is standing there amongst you, Amogus.
Thus,
Well,
Did it work?
I think so.
did you see it?
You know, these guys are kind of dense. I
Oh.
made a
So,
pretty obvious noise towards them. I'm pretty sure I heard some eat one of the corpses after, so I'm gonna assume that's information.
Oh.
But they went in the other direction. I assume they're gonna come back to find the aberration, eat the corpses, and we should be able to. If not, then, well, prepare yourselves for them to potentially come from the direction the portals in to make a full sweep.
Hmm.
Be knowing that. All I can really do is, and I'll squeeze back into the tunnel, and I'll make like just like here,
Okay.
so I can see not around the corner again, but like the small area at the bottom.
Yeah, I got you. There you go.
Yeah, and I'll try to cast Minor Illusion right over there, and I'll try to imitate the weird boar squeal I heard.
Yeah.
And then I'll just rapidly duck away back to the party.
Yeah, the moment the boar squeal begins, you see an object emerge from the darkness. At first you think it's a hand, and then you recognize it as a tentacle with 2 eyes and barbs at the end of it. And it slaps on the earth where the sound came from. And then you see the eyes blink, and that's when you duck back.
Going to the party? Made it
well,
aware, and you guys heard that, right?
So it was slapping first with its tentacles, and then it moved towards it? Is it blind, perhaps?
There seem to be eyes on the tentacles. It's really weird.
Oh, right.
I don't understand how that would work. Why would you slap something with your eyes? Wouldn't you get stuff in your eyes all the time?
Yeah, and that would hurt and be
It's
very
got a bunch of
impractical.
them, though. Maybe it doesn't.
Yeah,
I guess
maybe.
that's why it's an evil thing, because God hates it.
Jesus Christ!
gosh.
Based religious arc.
So, are we good to go to the portal, or do you want to fight that tentacle monster?
Do I want to fight it? Hell no.
Can we even get to the portal without this thing spotting
Well, yeah,
us?
it's just this way. It's on the whole other side of the cave.
I mean, we should probably.
Yeah, Zednius, you start walking out. You don't need no permission, and you see the offering sitting on the stone ledges. Nothing has changed in the chamber since that scream.
Magic eyes.
Yeah, your eyes turn to light, and you blink, and you are blind. Pure white in all directions.
Oh.
Didn't we literally? I thought you literally said this last time we played that you didn't want to use it here.
He literally did. Yes, I recall this, but it's been 3 weeks, so it's
Oh,
understandable.
that was the other campaign.
Was it?
I was in the.
Can
Fey
Rush
one.
even
In the Fey
cast
one?
detect magic?
Yeah, he has detect magic.
Well, yes, the magical aura around here is overpowering. And I guess since, you are looking for a few moments as the white spots begin to fill your vision and any sort of, difference in magical power gets lost, you recognize that the overwhelming magic hanging throughout this area is necromancy
Gotta be.
and conjuration.
Oh.
Hmm.
And then I think at that point, whether you voluntarily choose to end it or you have to due to the pain building behind your eyes, you disable detect magic and blink some spots out of your eyes.
Yeah.
Any magic?
Everything. And I rub my eyes. Everything
Everything?
is magic.
How is that
Oh.
possible?
It's all necromancy.
My
Okay.
expression
dun.
will be very scared.
Her Spidey
Yeah,
said
like-
stingles.
I
God.
Should have known something was going on with this island. I don't remember if that's the first time I've cast this or not.
Detect
It's
magic?
everywhere.
Yeah, like I feel like I cast it in the city. Would I have seen it?
No, you would not
I feel
have
like
seen it in the city.
okay.
And I think you did.
It's not the
cast it in
entire
city.
island, right?
Yeah, I think
That
you
would be
did to look at the
fantastic.
birds.
Oh, true.
It was
You definitely
either-
did, and it definitely was not there.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I saw like the dead aura off the birds or something.
Yeah, you saw like a weird, I think like greenish aura, but it was like faint, but it was the same aura that you saw in some people that were like forced to
Remember
do
the
bad
Giga Chad
stuff.
crow that just threw itself and then died?
I'll never forget that Giga
Yeah.
Chad crow. That guy was a
Feel
hero.
bad for him.
His last
Well-
were something about humans dying. So big.
Okay, I see two possibilities here. If we're gonna go investigate the portal, we should either investigate it and then pray to God that we don't have anything come out that would trigger the things that we know are alive in this cave to come get us, or we clear the cave and pray that the things in the portal don't come out to get us. We gotta choose one.
I think it's far less likely the things in the portal come to get us than the other one.
Then we should probably just focus our efforts into clearing the cave.
Zetnius, as you are straddling this sort of like entryway between where the party is and the main chamber, you hear the clanking of armor, and then can just sort of vaguely see, or more likely hear, them walking, and then each one walking into the portal.
Oh, what the hell was that?
Huh?
Some people just went in the portal.
People?
People or
I
the
just saw.
or the weird
I just-
animal people?
The beast
just
things?
saw
They're the
3
people.
It was really far away. Okay, I don't know. They were armored though. They looked different.
Okay, so the beast things.
Well, yeah, it wasn't the aberration,
different.
but I don't know that it was a beast thing either. I have no idea. It could
you
have been
saw
just.
them.
I saw 3 humanoids go through that portal just now.
Okay. I think they were the beast things.
That must be where the ruin is. Yeah.
Do you think that we can disguise ourselves somehow as them?
I can.
Oh god, I have a terrible idea.
Can you?
Oh,
Are you gonna like
don't
wear
propose
their
it.
faces?
Oh, I have a really bad fucking idea.
Are you gonna partially shapeshift?
Manga W.
Uh-oh.
I think
Oh,
she's
no.
gonna skin the beastman.
There's 5 dead beastmen and there are 5 of us.
I'm no, not happening.
Listen.
That have
If
anything
we
to do
want to
with it?
go in there, then that's the only option. If we
I can
go in there as
cast
us,
detect magic. Fuck all
What's-
of you.
what-
No,
What's-
you
what's-
don't
what's the
cast detect
option?
magic.
No, sorry, I mean disguise self.
oh, okay. Can you disguise others?
No, it's disguise self.
Well, I guess.
Doesn't just
Wait,
me.
I could. Okay, I have an option for myself if I didn't want to do that, which I'm kind of interested in it. But if I didn't want to, I could turn into a small creature, like a little, I don't know, spider, and be on your shoulder. And then if anything bad happens, I can just shapeshift out or shapeshift into something, you know,
Yeah,
more.
I can make 3 of us invisible.
especially since
Oh,
honestly
that's
you
good
could just
too.
be could. Yeah, that could work. Especially since if I make myself look bigger with disguise self, it won't help physical inspection. So you could sit on my real shoulder, which would be hidden under my illusionary shoulder.
Oh, that's smart.
But
And
I'm
I
not
could be
sure if
like,
you'd be able to see through the illusion.
Hargon.
What's up?
Can you see through an illusion in your world if you like know it's an illusion? Like if you disbelieve it?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, you'd be in pitch black.
let me see what I could turn into. Regardless, invisibility could work for you, Zednius, and Max, and
Lars, but
Lars.
what about Gore?
I don't think Gord could come.
Yeah.
And I don't think we would want Gord to risk it either. Going to another dimension?
We don't know if it's an
That seems
That's
pretty
true, I
iffy.
guess.
There's a pretty high chance that if it's a portal somewhere else, it's another plane.
Is it? I haven't researched that much on portals.
Sounds likely, right?
I mean, if it's anything
Well-
like the Giga Rod and the other
Like, how
campaign, it
many,
has
how
to go
many
to another
portals?
plane.
I'm gonna make an Arcana check because I don't know if there's just like wormholes to other sides of the Valeros. or,
Well,
like, what
yeah,
the
you do kind of know
commonality
that,
would be.
right? Like, there are wormholes. They're called the Feywood. Whenever you go into there, it brings you to another plane of existence. But discrete things like this, discrete portals, they're typically either made a really, 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 really long time ago by just like natural phenomenon, or they were made by a wizard in the last 4,000 years. In either case, there's not really a lot of utility making one of these in between two fixed points on Valeros, because you can just do a teleportation circle, and that costs way less.
Well, I can turn into a spider. Just a normal sized spider and hang out on you, Severus. I can scout that way, I can gain intel. I can't do much if
Are
we
there
get
any
into
other
combat.
options besides spiders? Maybe like a rat?
Are you
Yeah,
afraid
I
of
can be a
spiders?
rat.
I don't really like spiders. They keep.
Oh, come on, Severus. The spider has advantages. Like I can climb things. It's okay. It's gonna be me. I'm not really a spider.
Zenius, what you doing?
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to watch the portal without getting caught.
Wait, Zenius, you said
Sure.
that when he used to take magic.
You guys whisper around the corner because he's like totally out of line of sight now.
I went away. I'm like trying to peek at
Dude.
the portal again.
I cast
Mhm.
message at him.
Okay, perfect.
So
Wait,
I'll
no,
ask
that's
him.
way more than 1 foot of stone. Does not work.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Can I? Okay. Severus, disguise yourself. I'll turn into a spider. I'll climb on your
Wait.
shoulder.
Let's not do it right away. I want to make make sure.
Oh yeah, we should get closer to it, I suppose.
Well, it lasts for. Sky Self does last for an hour, so I don't know if we're risking that much. Need to stay there for. Even then, I could recast it.
Another scream
Lost.
echoes through the cavern.
Rolling eyes. Shut up. Come on.
Is it coming from like up
Twice,
here?
though.
Which is it coming from up
It
here?
seems to be echoing through the left-hand side of the cavern, yeah.
Thinking maybe we can.
Well,
Yeah.
We could wait like 10 minutes at the portal, and I could use identify with my pearl to maybe find out what exactly is up with the portal. Maybe I can find out more about it.
I mean,
You
it
say the
seems
whole
like
fucking
things
place
are
is
happening
magical.
in quicker increments than 10 minutes. I'm not sure that we've got 10 minutes to just do that without getting caught.
Well,
Like that was just another scream. It's only been like 5 minutes.
is everybody okay with disguise self plus invisibility plan?
Maximus?
Pause champ.
No problems there.
Lars? Can you have Gore stay with the
Yeah,
book
Horse-
guy?
Professor. Make me feel more comfortable at least.
Okay.
That way.
All right,
Just send
I'm
Gore away.
gonna. I'm gonna invisible us. Ding.
Okay. So,
I have to
Severus,
send
what
Gore
do you...
back up first. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you send
I thought he
Gore
did
out,
it.
And he will go join the professor. He will follow orders. Severus, what are you disguising yourself as?
I will disguise myself as when we got attacked earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the beastmen around this corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
They all
some
look
of them.
like severely different.
Yeah.
Yes, every single one was unique.
What about the dead ones? Or is there?
There
dead
seems
ones
to
where
be
they're all
no...
unique?
Even when you were attacked, every single beastman has their own unique... they're all based on a different creature. They all have their own scrap together armor and their own weapons.
Okay, so
Just
there was
don't pick one that we killed and don't pick one that we captured. That's the only thing,
so
because I don't know if they're smart enough.
There's no like archetype that seems to be more common among them.
Nope. So far, you've seen almost every single thing has been a different animal. There's been a couple types of dogs, but they're different types of dogs. There's been a pug. There's been a more like war military type dog.
Right, I'll turn
Choose,
myself.
choose a sound that you can make.
True. Real. Oh God. Dolphin man. Yeah, there you go.
I'll
It's
turn
not bad.
myself into a. Wait, this is probably the easiest. into a like monkey looking.
Okay, so
Like-
you exaggerate your
like a
nose, you exaggerate
chimpanzee.
your nasal palate. Is that what it's called? The thing underneath your nose and above your lip,
And
whatever
make
that
myself
is.
slightly taller.
Your philtrum?
Thank you. Yes, you make yourself chimpanzee monk-looking man. Renesmee, you turn into a spider. Do I have a Giga Small
Wait, but
Spider token?
he has to. Yeah, there is. You have to have different characteristics, like half monkey, maybe some goat hooves, maybe a little antler.
I wasn't done with the description now.
Okay.
Falcon just kind of,
I was just saying you're a monkey.
Yeah, I'll do like a monkey with like a tail that looks more like an ox tail really than like a monkey tail,
Mm.
and I'll do like a short one, and I'll have like one of my hands be like have like skin that almost slightly looks like lizard skin.
Okay. A very eclectic batch of traits matching those that you've seen so far. And Severus, Renesmee in spider form. So Renesmee, if you're talking,
Yes.
And I'll
gotta
choose
be in,
armor
gotta be in
that's
spider
like,
noises.
and I'll choose
Oh,
armor that
I can't
fits
talk
very
anymore?
close to my
How would
body.
you? You can't cast
That's
spells.
true.
Yeah.
I'll
Can message work since it's mental?
Well, if you cast
Yeah, but I
spells
don't
on
have
her,
message.
then
I
I
can only
cast it on
receive
her.
them.
No, but you can respond to message. Like
correct.
if
So if
Severus
you guys send her
messages you,
spells,
you
then
can
yes,
respond.
you can respond. So yeah,
That's cool.
you guys move into here, and now that the portal is closer, this smell permeates this cavern. It is one of rotting flesh. The portal itself, I briefly described when Hetagal came through, but again, been 3 weeks. So what appears there is a tear which hovers in space. This portal, it's not like a nether portal where it's like based in an existing superstructure. It never touches the floor. It never touches the ceiling. It looks like a great clawed beast just took its claw and then tore through the air. And through that tear, you only see blackness.
Oh, that's quite inviting. Just look in it. I walk in it.
You walk in.
I walk through. Yeah.
All right, Severus and Renesmee, what are your guys' intelligence? The score.
6.
Let me see.
You say
Mine's a-
16?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mine says
16 for Echo.
13, but with a 1 on top of it.
So that's
Wait,
13, yeah.
she's
The
a
score
spider
is
right
13.
now.
That,
Oh, wait,
she
no,
keeps her
never
mental
mind.
stats, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
True,
the two of you guys walk into the portal. Xenius, Maximus, and Lars, what are you guys doing? You're going into, what's your intelligence, Xenius?
I think it's 11.
11? Okay, Maximus, what are you doing?
I don't like this question.
I go. It's
Oh
12, it's
no, the
12.
Alright,
portal
what's your
says people
intelligence,
assaults people
Maximus?
by the IQ.
10.
On the borderline. Okay. Lars, what's your intelligence?
11.
Do you walk in?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking.
Well, the rest of your party's in there. No noises are emanating from inside. No, not any particular smell.
I mean, he
You
didn't
could just
see
leave him.
anyone.
Say, fuck it. Campaign over, you and the
Gore's waiting for
professor
me
go.
at
Yeah,
the-
true. You and the professor just retire, Say that, whole party died. Gotta go fight on the plains now.
Well, he's still
Yeah.
invisible, right? So that means my
Okay, he goes
concentration's
inside.
still up.
Correct, yeah. Oh, that's worth noting. I should know. that.
we all die.
Okay, so,
Next
since
command.
you all have an intelligence above 10,
Oh.
it's a wacky experience, but we'll go through it slowly for each of you. So,
Liar.
wrong page. Wrong page.
When he changed the screens, it literally said open a plane of
Get
transport.
transported
Yeah, will you
hundreds
guys
of years
play
into
another
the
campaign
past.
based? No, the place that you guys
Time
moved to
traveling.
is a strange one. We'll start with Severus, since he went in the portal first, but you'd all be experiencing something relatively similar when you went inside. As you step inside, Severus, the area around you shifts. Your perspective zooms in, and then you find yourself floating. You look up. There's nothing. You look in front of you. There's nothing. Right, left, behind you, nothing. And then you look down, and there is a sprawling complex. It's room after room after room, all staggered out like a vast labyrinth spreading across the earth beneath you. But there's no roof to anything. Meaning, you can see down into these chambers almost like it's all an ant farm. There must be 200 rooms in this vast labyrinthine complex. Each one of them has these abominations. It doesn't take some crazy big brain to estimate. There must be hundreds of these things milling about, living life. There's infant horrific mongrels. There's fully grown women horrific mongrels of every shape and size. There's elephantine, lion-looking ones, tiger-looking ones, every variety one can imagine. And you can see this whole complex from a bird's eye view. And a few seconds later, you feel something press against your back and sort of push you forward. And since you have nothing to grab onto, nothing to change your momentum, you begin to float in one direction away from the single jagged line floating in space. And each one of you experiences something similar. And by the time everyone's in here, Lars, you're still floating there in the air because no force is acting upon you. But the other 4 of you are drifting forward with no ability to stop.
Do my boots not help?
No, there's no air or anything for them to fly on.
Okay.
Is that how they work? Okay.
I didn't know.
Imagine so they flap. They're little flappy boys.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they have little wings on the side.
I
of the
always
boots.
assumed they just looked like that for gimmick.
No,
Yeah, I thought they were like Hermes shoes.
Well, they are like Hermes shoes, and Hermes shoes flap.
Oh.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So, the 4 of you, Maximus, Renesmee, Severus, Zednius, Renesmee, of course, in spider form, are floating forward, uncontrolled. You're hundreds of feet above this above this complex.
Who's in front of me?
Directly in front of you be Zednius.
But you don't know that because all 3 of us are invisible.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's march some spells. I guess then it's pretty quiet for you guys, other than the sounds of chatter hundreds of feet below you.
Focus, I can see from the DM's perspective.
Huh? Oh.
What's the first thing I can see?
The first thing you see, let's think about this. If they're all invisible, you see Severus in his, mongoloid beast form floating in the air about 15 feet in front of you. Whatever else you want to call it.
What's above
pretty
me?
offensive words.
What's above you? Blackness. In fact, there is no natural, there is no light here, and yet still you can see with relative clarity everywhere.
I reach up there to feel if there's anything up there.
Yeah, you reach your hand above your head, and it touches something solid, and as far as you can see, there's nothing there, and the texture is like nothing. It's like the smoothest surface ever. It's like the smoothest plastic, but there is something there, solid.
Oh, okay. Can I take out my sword and try and stab it?
As the rest of you guys are floating forward, and Lars, you're floating in one spot, you see Maximus withdraw his sword and swing at the roof, and as it makes contact, sparks, fly a little bit, and you hear some ooh from below you, and you see half a dozen, abominations look up at the heavens and see a spark, and and Maximus, because you've hit the air and there's no other force acting on you, you begin to go down as you've hit the ceiling.
Oh, that's the opposite of what I wanted to happen.
You're descending at a slow rate. Equal and opposite reaction.
Ooh, okay. If I take out my longbow and constantly dry fire it, can I go up?
I think you need to fire at an actual object, or it's net neutral in force. But yeah, if you want to start shooting arrows down, I guess that would give you a little bit of upward.
No.
Okay. Well, you guys see Maximus very slowly descending.
We don't see him at all because he's invisible.
Oh no, he's invisible! Holy shit!
Unless his sword is out.
No.
Aren't I transferring stored energy in my body into kinetic energy? Which means that the kinetic energy is then pushing against me. I don't think that's how that would work at all. I'm
just thinking about in space. If you just add,
look up and blow really hard.
Also, Maximus is not invisible anymore. He made an attack.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he attacked with a longsword against the ceiling.
Dry firing a bow counts.
No, you attacked the building. You hit with your sword.
Yeah.
That counts as an attack?
Of course it does.
Well,
you swung a sword at the ceiling.
You can hit in something.
If I try to swim, do I move differently?
You try to swim, you don't move at all. It's just you're swimming in air that is no air. There's nothing to act against. You are floating, gravityless.
Are all of us experiencing this phenomenon?
Everyone's experiencing it. Maximus is slowly lowering to the earth and looking around, probably starting to panic a little bit because there's nothing to grab onto.
Right, I'll take out one of my ball bearings and throw it up.
You throw up the ball bearing, it strikes the ceiling. Once again, actually that wouldn't really spark, it just hits the ceiling. You start to drop at a very, minuscule rate, and the ball bearing strikes the ceiling and then hangs there.
I have a few more of these, so I'll throw until I'm descending at a decent
reacting to me at all?
It seems like there must be some major disconnect between the creatures far beneath you, because they're looking up and they seem to have clapped at the sparks and not reacted to anything else. They don't see the floating abomination, which is Severus. They don't see you slowly fucking paradropping onto their thing, though you are still several hundred feet above. So the answer is no. They're not really reacting to your presence all that much. So, Severus, you can throw, a couple ball bearings. Oh, sorry, Peach?
So...
Spider Peach?
Just a question here for us. Are we fucked?
We don't know. Maybe.
Lars, you are the only one still within arm's reach of the portal because you haven't moved at all. You're still floating directly in the same spot you were when you arrived.
What's the air like? Are we breathing just fine?
Yeah, you're breathing just fine.
Can I summon my mage hand and push myself down with my mage hand? Because the mage hand is magical, doesn't
smart.
scare off physics.
Yeah, I think that.
Wait.
Yeah.
I know this is out of character to ask this. What is our objective in here? Do we want to be in here? Do we want to leave? Because I can get us out if we want to leave.
You probably want to go down, no?
If we aggro whatever these things are, do we think we can deal with that?
There are hundreds of
Seems
them
like
within this labyrinth.
Yeah, but they're not reacting to us at all.
Not currently, but if we are in the labyrinth itself, they may.
Does there seem to be anything that... Wait, can I turn around and look to where the portal is?
Yes, at the portal location, you still see a jagged Tyrant space. It's pitch black when you look into it. Lars is invisible, so yeah, you just see this floating jagged scar in space. It's too far for you to reach. Maximus is still below you he's about 10 feet below you now. He's out of reach of it. And everyone else is invisible, so...
So how slow am I going down?
Very slow, like 1 foot per minute.
Oh.
Whenever I started to go into the portal, did it feel like my entire body got sucked in all at once, or do you think I could put in like a part in at a time?
You can try.
I want to leave and then like just put my head in.
Yeah, you invisible, put your head into the portal, and Severus, since you were looking, you see this jagged little line in space extends, like massively opening. There's some word for this. I don't remember what it is, but basically when an orifice, reaches its maximum size, and that happens, and Lars, you get sucked through onto the other side of the portal, landing back inside the cavern, and then once again it closes to a jagged scar. Zednius, none of you guys are within arm's reach. Lars was the only one able to just reach out and touch it.
Oh, but it doesn't like open wide enough to touch any of us?
No. Just large enough to
Before
fit
I
Lars
peek
through.
my head back in, is there anything that can tie a hempen rope before?
Yeah, absolutely. There's stones, there's a pillar that you could just wrap the whole thing around. I mean, this cavern is chock full of places for such a mooring to be done.
I want to do that and have it in hand whenever I peek my head through, in case it tries to suck me further in.
Well, while Lars is doing that, Maximus, you're uncontrolled falling downward. You see Severus, 20 feet away, way beyond arm's reach. And, you don't know that you're not a mathematician, but it's going to take you a long time to land in this labyrinth. What are you doing? You just vibing? Just staying silent?
Let's commit. I'm going to shoot an arrow at the scene.
Okay. You lean back, you whack an arrow upwards, and your descent increases ever so slightly.
By how much?
A fraction of a foot per minute.
Fuck this, I'm gonna turn around and start shooting myself back up, but angle it so I'm going towards the portal.
Okay. So, Maximus, you turn down
It's like
towards the
space,
labyrinth.
you just need to start the momentum and then the rest of it just waiting game.
Yep, you turn down towards the labyrinth, and to be clear, to shoot at this angle, you're firing arrows into the labyrinth in the homes of these abominations.
I'll aim it so that it doesn't do that.
I also have a mage hand. So did his mage hand propel him in any way?
He didn't do it yet. He was going to do it, and then he did not.
What? No, I never said that.
Oh, well, we
So
just
I
never
said-
resolved what happened with it.
Yeah. So I wanted to use my mage hand to hold myself in my belt, and then I can move at 30 feet per turn normally. And I'll just try to
Yes, that'll
basically-
certainly work, yeah. The mage hand only has limited, so mage hands can only hold 10 pounds object, which means it can only apply 10 pounds of... You are not weightless. Not exactly. You're close to weightless.
You just have to start the momentum with the mage hand, then you float that direction. That's
Exactly.
basically-
Yeah. So I'll basically.
So you're not going to
do
move at
this.
30 feet per 6 seconds, but you can start moving at your will. The mage hand doesn't care about whatever weird shit's happening here.
And I'll make sure that Is Peach still attached to me?
You feel up towards your shoulder. Yeah, you feel a little spider
like
there.
I'm just making sure that the spider climb isn't like getting fucky with the gravity.
No, she's still stuck to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I could probably like, ding, like spin a little web to the ceiling. Can I actually do that?
You lay on your back and you try to shoot a web up towards the ceiling, and it gets about 1 inch outside of your body before it spools all around you.
You just shot yourself.
Cleanup time.
That was the spider equivalent of shitting yourself.
Sad.
Yeah.
Well. I'm still on the shoulder. I'm going wherever Severus takes me.
Well,
I
Severus,
don't
you
really
now
have a
have
say.
freedom of mobility. So where are you going? Are you recovering Maximus in his era, preparing to shoot down at the innocent masses?
That'd be great.
I'll float towards him and stabilize myself, and then try to stabilize him as well.
Yeah.
Using my mage hand for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do I feel, by the way?
Well,
what do I
Severus
feel
is
right now?
visible, so you just see this, like, he's
okay.
disguised self, so you see this mongrel man descend towards you.
So, do I know he has a way of controlling himself?
Let's see.
No,
I mean, he's
mage hand
moving in your
is invisible.
direction.
Like, can I see him? Can I see him moving freely?
Yes, you can see him moving freely. His mage hand is
Okay,
not
I'm
visible,
gonna-
though, because Legion de Mer, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, I'm gonna abandon my
Pleasure to
plan to
Yeah.
shoot arrows at the crowd and wait for him to approach me.
Okay. Severus.
I'm gonna mage hand myself down.
Please tell me when he does so, for I have some actions to take.
Well, yes, Severus reaches out, he stabilizes you.
Okay,
Actions.
I immediately kick off Severus directly towards the portal.
Yeah.
I'm just like propelling,
I mean,
like,
yeah.
Except that I'm not. Wait.
Yeah?
Except that I'm stabilizing myself, but I'm never touching Maximus. I'm using my mage hand to stabilize him.
So that... Oh, so there's nothing to
I'll
kick off.
stop,
There's just a
like-
spectral, untouchable hand. Wait.
Well, he can touch it.
Yeah, it's encounter. Yeah, he can just kick off the hand then.
Oh yeah, I just do that then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you
Towards
kick
the
off
portal.
the hand, and Lars, just as you're finishing tying around this poke, like one of these large sort of stalactites in the floor, the portal, the eye of the orifice opens, and Maximus, is deposited onto the stony floor of the cavern.
That was weird.
And Lars is still invisible, so I guess you're alone now, Maximus.
In the air.
How high is the what?
The portal from the ground.
Okay, but do I see a
Hundreds of-
mysterious rope being?
Yes, you
being
do see a
tied
mysterious
around?
rope being tied.
100?
Hundreds of feet.
Like 3? Like 2?
Somewhere in that range, yeah. You don't have an
I'll start
exact measuring
wrapping up.
device, so it's hard to say.
Out of character, I am still okay with the risk of going to partay with them down there, but it's up to
I'm
you
mage
guys.
handing myself towards the ground.
Oh my. Well, you're invisible, so no one can stop you. Severus, what about you? You've seen Lars and Maximus go back through the portal.
At first, I'll take out another ball bearing, and this time I'll throw it down towards the ground to see
Okay,
if
yeah.
its descent starts like having normal gravity at any.
Yeah, it goes down and down and down just based on the momentum you gave it. So it's moving at a pretty fast clip. And then when it reaches the point where you'd expect the ceiling to be for these many rooms, so about 10 feet above the floor of these rooms, instantly real gravity kicks in. It hits the ground, and all the abominations in the room alongside it look at that point and just stare at this ball bearing, which has fallen from the ceiling, and look in awe.
Okay, so what you're saying is I'm literally out of bounds.
Yes. Literally,
Um,
yes. You are no clipping.
Holy shit.
Zenius, you've also
in that-
seen this display since you were in you're
In
there
that
as well.
case, I'll lower myself until I'm about 60 feet above them.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna cut back to the cavern. We have the two, I'm not gonna say sensible, but at least, cautious people. Lars and Maximus, the two of you are aware of each other. Maximus, you can see him tying the rope. Lars, you've seen Maximus in all of his glory splat out of the portal. What are you guys doing? Is the plan still to just finish tying the rope, Lars, and then dive back in?
You
It's
gonna head back in,
to.
Lars? I imagine you could talk well.
He indeed can talk while visible, yes.
No, I was gonna. I mean, well, if you're able to get out, that means that they're able to get out, right?
Yeah, they're mage handing around in there. At least I assume so. That's what it looks like.
They're mage
Can't
handed
tell
And I'll
something
just-
that felt like it.
I'll just tie the rope and toss it in the other end in case they need to use it to grab
Oh,
themselves in.
interesting. How would that work?
So it would retain
Roll a
its
D2.
momentum.
Roll a D2, Lars. As you toss the end of
The
the rope
physics
into
of
the
the
portal.
universe.
Okay, you toss the portal, and as it makes contact with the jagged edge, for the briefest moment, the orifice opens, and you feel it tug, like the rope goes taut against the stalactite, and then the rope gets cut.
Huh.
Huh?
The rope goes taut. The portal is pulling on it as strong as it can.
I heard you.
And then,
That's
yeah,
not
it
the
snaps
problem.
it. Okay, I just want to clarify.
Holy shit, we just found a new problem solver.
Severus and Zenius, you guys are
Yeah, wait, how do we not die? Is it because the rope has no intelligence?
It's, identified. This is why magic exists, okay? I can't just answer these questions. These are why spells exist. Severus and Zenius, the two of you guys have been descending separately. Zenius, you can see Severus. Severus, you cannot see Zenius, and the two of you, since you're both descending.
Because my mage hand isn't invisible.
Oh, true. So then the two of you guys are now closer. I don't know how... Severus, you said you wanted to get just above this sort of like no-clip line. Zenius, you said you just wanted to
about
go down.
60 feet above
Sure.
the floor.
Yeah, I'm cool with touching the ground.
Oh my.
You might get
fly,
trapped
right?
there out of character.
I can fly.
Yeah.
I know, but what if the rooms become real there and then you're trapped? Like
but
way in, nowhere out.
We acknowledge this.
Yeah,
Did they ever acknowledge Maximus?
He
when
accidentally
was visible?
deactivated no clip.
Yes, they did acknowledge Maximus's sparks when he struck the ceiling.
And the ball
his
bearing came down from the ceiling.
Person, or
Not the person, but we don't
No,
know
the
if it
person.
works. Like, we don't know if it's like a one-way mirror, basically, is what we're saying. They might not be able to see us, but once you go down in there, then it's not like we're invisible, period. It could be.
then I'm
that
not gonna
they see
touch the
us.
ground. 'Cause
Okay,
I
well,
thought
then
they all looked up and like noticed Maximus.
No, they
No,
noticed
they
the
just the
sparks. So that leaves Severus and Zenius, the two of you guys, floating about 60 feet above this floor. And above you, you can see a rope. For a moment, there's this noise as the portal opens, a rope emerges, and there's this violent tug of war. And then, a second later, the rope snaps, and this severed end falls down. And you watch as a similar thing to the ball bearing. It passes straight through the ceiling, hits the floor, and now the abominations, mongrels, whatever you wish to call them, who were previously like kind of in awe at this ball bearing, now they see a rope hit the ground, and it turns into like fear. And you see some, they start to evacuate this section of the labyrinth. These two rooms where a ball bearing and a rope have hit are now empty, except by 3 heavily armored warriors.
Holy shit, I
poking
feel
at
so
the
powerful
ropes.
right now.
Do you think we should let's get a little closer and put our mage hand through the edge? Yeah. What would happen?
Oh god.
That's what I was gonna try.
That is cool.
I was gonna try to like fly above and literally just yoink shit
It
out of
would
bounds.
be interesting, yeah, if you could like grab something and see if it like hits a real ceiling or. If
Yeah,
Severus
that's
and
a-
Zenius, I guess Renesmee too, because you're all present. I'd like the 3 of you guys to all make perception checks.
Oh, a cheeky little perception check.
What is that voice?
This is a giant
wacky.
space worm barreling towards you guys right now.
Yeah, it's a space worm. Yes.
He's trying to fuck us right now.
Ooh, Monkey W. Okay, Peach.
You.
You, atop Severus's shoulder, can't interact much with this strange flat labyrinth below you.
Yeah, he needs
So-
to be messaging me more often.
Yeah, which he's not. So
clearly.
you're looking around, like trying to see stuff, and you notice along this flat 2D plane, relatively, because like this labyrinth is very skinny in comparison to the world around you. Like it's hundreds of feet by hundreds of feet, but it's only 10 feet tall. And atop this flat plane, in the distance, maybe 200, 300 feet away, you see an office, except it's not on the floor, it's on the ceiling of this labyrinth. So it's outside of bounds, as it were, same as you guys.
I will bite Severus.
Okay, Severus, you feel something bite your shoulder.
Let's go.
The Black Widow.
And then
you're
I'll
down.
and then I'll cast message at Renesmee. Just go. What the fuck was that about?
You respond, right?
Yeah, you get 25
Yes.
word response.
No, it's not limited to words.
I thought message was limited as well.
No, that's sending.
Oh, it
This one is
sending.
just like
All right, Peach. You
No.
can respond.
a message.
All right, cool.
Look at the ceiling. Atop this flat plane, there's an office there. It's out of bounds. It's kind of like on the ceiling over there. If you can look there. Also, message me more often, or else I'm gonna bite your ass again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Somebody just gave me.
Severus, you follow the directions and you see an office. There's a chair, there's a table, there's 3 bookshelves, there's a lectern, a table which looks almost like some sort of alchemy rig, all of which are atop the labyrinth, on top of what you would assume to be the roof.
Just
Right,
regular babies, Yoda.
I'll start floating towards it and I'll message Renesmee and say, so, do you want to visit the office or do we just nope the fuck out of here and leave? This place doesn't seem like what we're looking for, but also it's really interesting.
I don't know exactly. I think that Zednius is down there probably investigating. So that would be good for him to do that. We can investigate the office. And then if we see anything, we can go to that. But otherwise, investigate the office. Maybe investigate the stuff down there. And then nope out of here.
I haven't done anything, and I can't hear your conversation, so I'm kind of just watching.
You just see a mongrel floating away, Zednius. You just see Severus floating away in the direction, and then you follow his gaze, and you can see this office floating on the roof.
I'll probably keep following him because I don't know what he's doing.
Okay, well then, our trio that are within this strange place, we'll go with out of bounds. I like the way that I think Hecko visualized it in an easy way to understand. Continuing outside of bounds, you make your way closer to this office, and as you get closer, you recognize the sophistication of this setup. There are bookshelves, but they don't just contain random books. They are alphabetized in a language you can't understand, but this clearly isn't some random array of books put together. It's very clearly structured. You recognize some things, mostly Severus and Zednius, of arcane magic forms, which these are unchanged for millennia, so you recognize, like, oh, that looks like maybe a conjuration, arcane sigil, something like that. You recognize that alchemy table, because a lot of those ingredients, again, they are just fixed. They are as they are. There is also another table, which it looked like a lectern when you were far away, but now as you get closer, it looks like some sort of sacrificial dais, because there's dried blood splattered across the area where, like, you'd put a speech or something like that, if it were a lectern. So, you're closer now. You're now within, arm's reach, however close you'd like to be to this little setup.
Are there any people inside? I'll make...
No. There's no perception check needed. You can see the whole thing. There's no walls. There's no roof. It's just... Oh, okay.
I'm asking if there's invisible people inside.
Oh.
I'm looking if I see like anything move that shouldn't be moving.
I see.
If I hear any steps where there shouldn't be any.
Perception check, Severus. There's this floating blue hand behind you. That may indicate an invisible person is there.
I also, with my 8 eyes, would like to be...
And your 15 perception? Yeah, there's a floating blue spectral hand behind you. There's probably an invisible Zednius somewhere over there.
Well,
God damn it.
Okay, here's an interesting one. Message says that I have to know the target is there. I don't have to see it.
No, you need to know it's there. You can't... No. You need to know...
Can you make an educated guess?
No, you cannot make an educated guess, because that means every time you're ever anywhere, you can just message in every direction. It's like, oh, there's no visible people around me now. That's not how it works. You have to know.
Okay, that's absolutely fair. Yeah.
If he saw the mage hand, the blue one, he
yes, you can message Zednius. Yes, you can message Zednius because you know someone's there because the hand is pulling on something. That's different.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll message. Yeah. I'll try to message Zednius.
It works fine.
Assuming he's there.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say. How do you want to proceed?
Where did Max and Lars go? They just went back through the portal? They're not going to come back?
I think so, yeah.
I want to know what's happening here.
So do I. I'll use my mage hand and I'll have it slowly float through where the wall should be into the room. And I'll see if it, like, knocks into a wall.
Wait. Rephrase that?
So I'll use I'll stabilize myself and then use my mage hand to
from
the side where the wall should be, but I can see
no, it doesn't contact anything. The strange,
goes through, like,
the strange no-clip portions of the labyrinth do not seem to apply to this office floating atop it.
All right. In that case, I'll turn around to Zednius. How much space do you have on you to just take shit with you? Because I want to take every book that's in there.
I'll bite his shoulder.
I have no idea what I'm able to carry. I don't know my...
I don't know if
you take your strength score and multiply it by 5.
I'll message Renesmee and say...
I've got like 25 more pounds.
I'll message Renesmee and say, what was that about?
If you can raise your hand up towards the ceiling, I can climb onto your hand and see if I can, like, stick onto the ceiling and then go into the office.
The problem, I can't say anything.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The problem is that it's...
No. Yeah, you can't say anything.
I'll message her back and say, I'm worried that if you're actually in there, then you won't be able to get out there out of it anymore.
Oh, right.
And I'll try to my mage hand moves in. I'll try to move it out again.
Yeah, passes through just fine. This office, like I said, seems to be unafflicted by the strange no-clip effects of the labyrinth.
I'll float a bit closer to Zetnius and just, he still has a mouth, so I can talk to him.
Correct, both of you. Yeah, I don't know why you've been messaging. You can just talk.
Mainly because I was
Renesmee
suspecting there might be something nearby.
Oh, sure. That makes sense.
That's it. So, stuff where we are right now seems to be experiencing gravity in weight in a very weird way. So I'm not sure it really matters how heavy bunches of books are. Couldn't we just take an entire bookshelf and just float it through the portal?
That's smart.
We can try.
So I'll grab my mage hand, grab a single book out of the bookshelf, and just have it hold it in the middle of the room and where it's not touching anything, and let go.
It continues to float there.
Alright. I'm grabbing an entire bookshelf and I'm slowly moving it towards me.
Yeah, as mentioned before, it can only apply 10 pounds of force at a time, which for you guys makes you slow. For this thing makes it, a snail's crawl, but it does indeed float off the surface of where it had been placed and begin to move upward, the bookshelf.
Right, and then once the bookshelf reaches
we'll
me...
double it because I've got 10.
True,
right?
20 pounds of force
being
being applied to it. It's moving a little bit faster.
Yeah, so once it gets into hand's reach, I'll float around it. So I assume the bookshelf does it have a back wall, or is it an open?
Correct,
bookshelf?
It does have a back wall.
So I'll apply the force from the back wall so the books do not fall out the front, obviously. And I'll slowly try to maneuver myself with my hands pressing against, flat against the back of the bookshelf towards the portal.
Yeah, okay.
I'm yoking this entire bookshelf if
Severus
possible.
is on a journey towards the portal with a bookshelf minus one book, because there's one book still floating in the middle of the office.
I grab it.
You? Oh, okay.
I
With
grab
Mage
the
Hand, you
book.
grab that one floating book.
And then grab it, have it on my person.
Okay.
What is it?
You grab it, and it is in a language you have no fucking idea. You don't recognize the writing script. You don't
That's
recognize anything, really.
Right?
Yeah,
because I
tongues,
can
that's giga exciting.
comprehend language.
Oh, comprehend, yeah, same.
Tongues is talking, but yeah.
So, still in the office is that strange obsidian lectern. Oh my god, that was loud. Amber alert, Jesus. There is a obsidian lectern with that dry blood on it. There is a alchemy tape, and then there is the main writing desk.
Is there any notes on the writing desk?
No, it is spotless, and there's no dust on anything either.
Well, that's creepy.
And there's no weapons or orbs?
There are indeed no orbs.
Then I guess we just got these books and we're gonna take him out of here.
Okay, well then, Lars and Maximus, the two of you guys are hanging out. I mean, you can't see Lars, Maximus, but you've had weirder conversations before. And the two of you guys are seated next to this.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, Haka, one last thing.
Yeah.
Once I'm next to the portal with the bookshelf,
Yes.
when I'm approaching it closer, I want to slowly slow down until I come to a full stop. I don't want to throw the whole bookshelf in
Okay.
one. Once
Sounds
I'm near
good.
the portal, I'll throw book by book.
Oh, I was
All right.
pushing the whole bookshelf with you.
Yeah, but I don't want to I don't want to make all of it go through at the same time because it's gonna be really loud on the other side.
You guys can talk.
Yeah,
so
you can just talk as you can
that.
coordinate as you climb up. There will be no struggle with this. But Lars and Maximus, the two of you, are you just sitting next to the stone pillar in silence, just waiting for something to happen?
Oh, yeah, I don't see why not.
Your rope got devoured by the portal. Oh, also, your rope weighs half as much now. No. The part that was wrapped around the pillar didn't break, so it's still there.
Wait, the rope made a really loud sound when it ripped, right?
Yes.
Just be careful about that aberration.
Yeah.
What about these
I'd
three
say-
guys that came in? I'm surprised there's not more. Have they heard any screams since then? We've been down here for half an hour.
Yeah, in the intervening time, they would have heard 3 or 4 screams then.
Can they tell better where it's coming from?
Yes, it's exiting from the portal.
Oh, that's good. Very
Well,
good, very
Lars and
good.
Max, you guys just hang out, and then eventually, the portal opens, and a single book comes flying out at crazy speeds. It launches itself across the chamber and lands, if we return to that map, it's going to land itself. What's the closest wall? Oh, there it is. It strikes right here with a pretty, strong attack force. And then another book comes, and soon every 3 or 4 seconds, a new book is being shunted out of this portal at extreme speeds.
Holy shit. So
You're just sitting, hanging out, vibing.
Vibing.
Okay. Well, eventually, a whole bookshelf, about 80 books worth, has been boom, 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 rapidly, and then 10 or 12 seconds pass, and then Zednius, or I guess it's not Zednius, to be Severus, appears on a mongrel appears on the ground, though it looks similar to one that Severus transfigured himself into, and then 6 seconds later, the portal opens again, and there's no, visible thing, but then there's the sound of, oof, as Zednius hits the ground.
So, is this a good time to do a pee break?
the way you said that is something else, but yes, now would be a good time for a break.
Suspicious.
We can take a 5-minute break.
That's amazing. Thank you, guys.
Okay, we'll be back in 5 minutes. We're gonna dive right back into it. You guys are all now at this area. Peach, would you like to turn back into a real human, or would you like to remain a spider?
Not yet. No.
What do you mean, real
I'll run
human?
at the spider.
You know what I mean.
She's half
Does it
elf.
last and how much time is it?
She's not a real human. She's a half.
It's probably been like you said, 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Also,
Yeah, I
I'm not
can
gonna
chill
tell them all,
here
but there are
for
like
2
80
hours.
books pressed up against this pillar.
Are they all in the same language? I'm inspecting now. I'm like,
well,
in a
yeah,
candy
well, yeah, you start inspecting. We'll get to that in a sec. What about the rest of you guys?
I'm going back in for the next bookshelf.
Yeah, you're going back
I
in.
didn't know there was a second bookshelf.
There is a second bookshelf, indeed.
How many bookshelves are there?
There were 2.
Okay.
Who's to say?
Yeah, I'm going for the second.
Okay, well, you
I'll
guys see.
ask Zednius if he wants to come, and I'll head back in without waiting for him.
I want to at least do a perception check on these books first.
No, it's gonna take a while to catalog what you got going here. It's 80 books. You gotta look at them, see if
Um,
you see the character. Yeah, 880.
I'll bite Severus' shoulder.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll message Renus, mate.
He's gonna have
What's going
16
on?
welts by the time he's done with this.
I don't think I'm very useful in there without my mage hand. Maybe I should stay back with the guys, or if something happens, I can transform or help him out. You seem to have got that covered.
I mean, I'm more comfortable when I'm not working on my own. But
He's scared.
Your brother who's going back in there, isn't he?
True.
Well, can't Yogi, or sorry, can't
Zednius?
Zednius go with you?
Can I look at
Probably.
5 books? Are they all the same language?
Yeah, you pick up one, it's written in Elvish. You pick up another one, it's written in Dwarvish. The other 3 are all in the same strange tongue.
I got Elvish, and then I had to disconnect from VPN, and I missed what you said.
Dwarvish.
And then the rest are in the same language.
What's the
as
Dwarvish title?
Do you
It's the
speak
only one I know.
Dwarvish?
I do.
All right. Archmagus
Another rom-com.
Garak Gendong's Death by 1,000 Cuts.
Oh, it's cool that it was in the Dwarvish accent too.
Think about that.
So
So-
Archmagus. So this looks like
Arch-
these are spell books,
Maybe.
probably, or something, or books.
If they're spell books, that would be insane. We just stumbled across thousands of platinum worth of money.
There you go. That's the title.
Early will sell them.
Also, very weird Dwarvish name. Most dwarves are named like Durin or Fargrim or Halstad. That's a weird ass name for a dwarf. But it's written in Dwarvish.
Gundon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bite his shoulder again.
Jesus.
Ah!
Are we going back in?
Jesus.
That's my message. Literally just, "Rah! Why?
You need to start messaging me more often. I have a lot to say, Severus, and I can't speak in this form. I would
Well-
like to be put down. Please, I will start crawling towards his arm as I yell
You want
at
me
him.
to put
I
you
would
down
like
and
to
I'll
be
raise my
put
hand
down.
as if to swat her?
No.
And then I'll
Like
I'll,
Bite him again.
and then
Bite him
I'll,
again.
Choice of words.
I'll gently lower her.
you
And then
lower
when
her
he
to the
gets
floor.
off the ground, I'll web his on his finger and I'll go the rest of the way.
All right,
and then
you
I'll start
descend to
crawling.
the earth gently.
Once she's on the ground, I wanna take like a single finger and just like slap her.
Oh well, spiders have 1 HP, so you go to
It's a
slap
single
her.
finger. How-
What? I don't know. I think a spider could die with a single finger. This is like a normal house spider. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like press down on her.
Okay,
button,
okay, yeah.
squash
You
her.
just slightly
I'm
tap
just
her,
trying
which
to,
for
like-
Renesmee,
yeah.
it is a world-shaking
I feel like I'm
experience.
being fucking pushed.
Yeah, your body just
Yeah, no,
vibrates
I'll
with
just
power.
tell her don't bite me again without consent.
I'll turn around and I'll look at him with my 8 eyes, and
It
the
is
most
not
furious
noticeable you're a
look that
spider.
a spider can have.
Yeah, I'm
And
like
I will
I'm not.
turn around and keep walking.
Okay,
You think I can
look
see?
at him with 6.
true. I think 2 of them are.
Spiders have like dark vision, right? Why
They
don't
do, I
you
think.
go look at? Why don't you go to the spider area up there?
Oh, true.
Yeah. Why don't you go do some spider things, huh?
Oh, yeah, why don't I
Jesus
just get
Christ.
fucking eaten? Huh? Huh?
Yeah. At least then you wouldn't bite me.
Okay, so while the spider and the grown man argue, Zendius, what are you doing?
What do you mean spider?
If-
Spider's a grown
You
woman.
going
You
back
heard what I
in,
said.
Sev?
Well, more or
Or
less.
Sev?
Sorry, what?
Are you going back in?
I thought so. There was some
Okay.
chemical ingredients, and okay,
You guys go back in. You get sucked through the orifice.
stop.
What's the word for it? It's like when a woman's pregnant. Dilating. That's what the word
Dilated?
is. I
Dilate
figured it
or
out. I
dial?
finally
Just
got it.
dilate.
Oh, dilate.
There's no A in there. There's no
Why
second
not
A.
your eyes, man? Why think about one pregnant woman? Why not dilate your
Because
eyes?
that's the only, there's like a couple. Okay, anyways. So, Peach, what are you doing?
Still thinking about what I.
Think about
Over
pregnant women.
here. And I want to just go over each book and read the titles, and then I know it's gonna be a thing, but I'll go to each book and I'll look at it. and
Yeah,
I'll
it's really
put a
not.
little
Yeah, it's really
spot
not
on
that
it.
big of a thing.
Yeah.
Do you speak Elvish?
No, I don't
Do you speak
believe
Dwarvish?
I do. What do I speak? Uno segundo. I speak Druidic, Mythos, Sylvan, and Tabrashan.
You
and
can't read a
Common,
single
obviously.
title of any of these books.
Okay.
You can organize them by language, right?
Yeah. No, well, actually, no, because he doesn't even recognize the script of any of these languages, or most of these languages, because he doesn't speak the language.
Okay, well then.
Use the
I
same
am
script.
going
I-
to.
That's
Maybe
true.
that's what
Yeah,
he
you could
sounds.
organize them by script they use. Sure, you could do that.
Sure, I'll do that
Now,
slowly.
spiders are not strong enough to move books. Not.
No, I'll
Not-
like web around and around and around, and then I will just try and push.
No, you're just not strong
No?
enough. You're like a tiny little house spider.
Okay, well,
You're a little guy. A little tyke.
in that
Little-
in that
little
case,
dude.
I'm going to go on the
Stronger.
wall, and I'm going to crawl all the way over here.
Okay, well that takes you about a long time. So we're gonna cut back to Maximus and Lars. You know, the two of you guys are hanging out, sitting next to the pillar.
I'm
So
feeling
80 books just came fucking flying out of this portal, and then Severus came flying.
But yeah, the whole party basically just spewed out, argued with the spider, and then went back in.
I'll look to Lars.
Lovely Tuesday.
I'm not going back in there.
Anything you think to be concerned about?
All of it.
That's fair, I suppose.
I don't think there's been a single thing since we've entered this cave that we shouldn't be concerned about.
I suppose that makes sense.
All
I'll
right.
pick up one of the books.
Oh yeah, sure. You walk over. Roll a d3.
On 3 it's cursed and you die.
Based.
Oh no, he has no magic.
Yeah, it's a Dwarvish book.
I can't read Dwarvish.
Perfect. It's a Dwarvish text. You can't read it, but it's Dwarvish.
I'll pick up another one.
Yeah, you pick up another one. It's Elvish.
I'll pick up another one.
It's in a script you've never seen before.
Another one.
Is it that Neo Aphep stuff
No.
we saw on the? Okay.
You've never seen it before. There's no possible way.
I mean, we can sort it if we saw that's what people.
Yeah, you guys can sort it by types of script. Yeah.
Looks like this thing. Put it in this file.
Absolutely, yeah. You're like, oh, and that one has the swoopy one. Okay, put that one there. That one's a straight line with the hook at the end. You know where that one goes. Yeah, you guys can do that if you want.
Oh, it's kanji.
Okay, that's a self-report if I've ever heard one. Okay, yeah, you guys can start organizing these books into stacks of like
My
scripts.
speed is 20. Okay,
is that
it's
a
not that
self-report?
slow.
Wait, how can a spider move 20?
Glacier.
Because that's
I don't know. Take it up
So
with
fast.
the
No, fine.
Monsters
Okay.
Manual.
Come
Okay,
on, tell us
Peach.
how it's wrong.
Okay.
Archon's ruling his own rules. It's not 20 anymore.
No,
Damn.
it's
Yeah.
fine. 20's
I
fine.
What
wanna
you don't
see
know is that
what
the
it is,
spider-
what she's
20's
planning.
20 is fine.
Yeah.
Peach,
So
make
it's
a stealth
amazing,
check.
actually.
Peach, make a
In
stealth check.
6
I'm a
seconds, it's like
spider.
Make a spider stealth check, yeah.
Oh my god.
the
Oh
tentacle
my
monster's
God.
gonna eat you.
Oh, real. Okay, how do I? Stealth is +4. Did I do it?
19.
Yep. No, it's
One
the
sec.
+4's in there.
Yeah, I think the +4 is in there.
Oh, +4's
Yeah.
already in there? Okay, then I gotta
That's
roll
15.
something.
Oh no.
Okay, as
offense
you,
at
as
that.
spider little guy begins to move here, I'm gonna talk about this from Maximus's perspective, because from Peach's perspective, it's just you hear the whooshing of wind and then splat. But from Maximus's perspective, you see as this little spider, which is a black speck, you know, which is actually really hard to see due to the dim conditions of this cave. But you see this little black speck starting to walk around the corner, and then you watch as a long ropey tentacle emerges, splats it against the wall, and then as it lifts up from the splattered remains of Peach, she turns back into human form, and we need to roll initiative.
Nice.
That was disturbing.
Well, could have been worse. Could have like literally swallowed her whole and then.
That would have been based. Also, Peach, since you don't have dark vision anymore, you're plunged into darkness.
Okay.
So you can just barely see yourself. I'm gonna reveal your token. We're standing. Big question. Critical, game-changing question. Maximus or Lars? Which of you guys has the torch?
Pretty sure it's always been Maximus.
Okay. And I will add
Yeah,
initiatives
sure.
manually since I fucked up by not having it available.
Bozo.
Bozo. Oh wait, there it is.
That
Add
case,
it all
Peach would be
manually.
able to see herself, right?
Uh,
What's
Yeah,
its
she can see
passive
herself.
fucking perception?
It doesn't have a passive perception. It's active.
Tremor sense.
It's
Damn,
just for better than
but you-
15.
Oh, Peach, you didn't roll
Sorry.
initiative.
Well, good thing me
Oh,
and
sorry.
Severus are in the portal and have no idea this has happened.
Correct. Also, Lars is still invisible. Wait, no. You guys came out and then went back. Yeah, he's not invisible anymore. Time has passed. Elapsed. As it
Oh,
were.
I'm not invisible? Oh,
No.
okay.
I'm more. Peach. Peach,
Wait,
Peach,
why
Peach.
not?
Time has
You
passed.
said it's been an hour.
Oh, jeez.
Peach. Initiative.
Yeah, I did it.
Where? What? Did you click it and it's just not gone yet? No, that's when
Well,
I
Peach rolled as a DM, huh?
Why are you rolling as DM?
I rolled that
Holy
one, Peach.
shit.
That was mine.
What? I
She's
thought I did
losing
it.
it.
Sorry.
Smile.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I thought,
There you go. Okay. All right. Cool.
I thought that was mine because it came out like the similar to spider.
Wait,
Sure.
what's the
You get
dex? What's the dex modifier of a spider?
It's like
It
plus
doesn't
four, I
matter,
think.
she's not a
It doesn't
spider.
Oh wait,
matter.
yeah,
it
she's
doesn't
not a spider
matter.
anymore.
Maximus,
Damn.
what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, fuck. I'm gonna run over here. Does that cast any more light?
Indeed, it does. It plunges Lars into darkness, but I don't. If I turn on dynamic
Lars will
lighting,
be
this
okay.
this roll20 will literally kill my computer, so we're gonna keep it on
Not plunging into
manually
darkness, I can see over
revealing.
here.
True. You're able to see something like that, Maximus. Something along the lines of that. Oh, also, I'm gonna draw it in manually. A large ropey tentacle of flesh-colored has emerged around here. Has a little
Alright,
eyeball
well,
stalk at the end. Kind
How
of
does
looks like
fighting with a
small
torch
bird.
work?
If I toss
he
the
can only
torch
do
on the
one-handed
ground,
attacks.
will it continue to make, like,
Yeah.
light?
Yeah, it'll continue to emit light.
What about with
Okay.
multi-attack stuff? Archon?
It doesn't change anything.
I'm gonna run in here. What do I see when I get to there?
Well, you said you dropped the torch on the ground, right?
No, not
Oh,
yet.
okay,
And
okay.
I'm action dashing.
Okay, alright. You action dash past Renesmee, and you see the origin of the tentacle as well as walls covered in inscriptions, but I don't think you're worried about inscriptions right now.
Not really, no.
So that is the creature. It has a second tentacle, but it's closer to its body. I think, we've seen this token, but it has no eyes on its face. It has a great gibbering maw of dozens of teeth, and it has 2 ropey tentacles, each of which has 3
wow,
eyes
I
at the
wonder-
end.
I wonder what kind of creature this is.
You fought one a very long time ago.
Well, you kind of said what I assumed to be the name. Like, just that
Yeah,
it's
in Optia.
The mall.
gibbering maw.
No, it's not that. It's an Optia.
Oh, okay.
You fought one like
what?
3 years ago.
Yeah, his name is Steve, actually.
Yeah, true. True.
I'm gonna toss the torch, like, over here.
Yeah, sure. You
And,
can toss it at its feet as a free item
Run
interaction.
the rest of the way.
Oh
Take
my.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Lars! Yeah, I'm gonna shut that. Whatever the
Okay.
fuck Lars is. I don't fucking. Oh, he's over there.
Yeah, long behind you. All right, we'll reveal a little bit more. I think that's enough for that torch. Okay, the creature is going to act. It's going to withdraw its tentacles back towards itself and is going to make a bite attack against you, Maximus, and 2 tentacle attacks.
Oh, okay. The bite.
Oh my god!
All right,
hell.
it bites you for 9 piercing, not too bad, and a Constitution saving throw.
No! No!
You fucking con?
Surely.
I mean, yeah, it's a con save, and I'm a fighter. So
Sure, you'll be fine. Just roll it.
It's not like a.
Just roll it.
It's like a 50-50.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
That's what it comes out to be. Oh, let's go.
There you go.
You passed. Poggers.
Fucking.
You're fine.
Thank God.
Nothing happened. All right, that's the Atiug's turn. Oh, actually, Maximus, roll a Wisdom saving throw as you get within 10 feet of it.
Oh, this is way worse.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
Maximus,
God.
you
That's
take
worse.
only 1 psychic damage, but
Yeah,
you begin
I
to see.
don't think that's what the bad thing is.
You begin to see a very familiar memory. It's not like overpowering you, but you do begin to vividly recall that moment when your centurion betrayed you and left you for dead. It's bringing tears to your eyes, and that is what the 1 psychic damage is. Renesmee, what are you doing?
Oh, that's not so bad.
It's not so bad yet. Renesmee,
Okay,
what
I
are you
have
doing?
terrible AC, so I am not confident. Think to my left.
Yeah, so that's why
I'm
I'm
not
here. Like, I'm built around like just tanking fucking
Yeah.
everything.
I'm still just looking at
I
what
really
I
want
can
Lars to
do
get up here because I'll actually.
Oh, you plunged him into darkness, so it may take a
turns.
second.
It's also
He'll be okay. He'll just, I mean, he can see light.
He can follow the light,
over
yeah.
here.
You can follow the light.
I'm gonna trip on the books.
Based. True.
God, okay, I'm gonna produce flame,
Okay.
and then I am going to hurl it at an eyeball tentacle.
Based. That sounds like it called a shot, which means you're going to make a normal produce flame attack, but it's going to be minus 10 to hit.
Minus 10.
I think it's an attack,
What's
right?
that?
Isn't produce flame a attack on your sheet?
I think it might be on my sheet. 1 second. Produce flame, yes.
Great, then it's going to be that minus 10 to hit. So it's a negative 2
Oh
to hit.
dear.
So it
It's
does
really
not
hard
hit
to
the
hit.
creature. Cold shots are very difficult to
Oh.
succeed, but if you had succeeded, it would have blinded that eye, you know? But
Oh, so
it
if I
misses.
had an advantage, my nat 20 would have been good.
True. Yeah, that would have been great. It would have been 16.
Got
But it also
it.
would have hit
Okay.
automatically because it's a 20. Do you want to move at all?
Yes, definitely. I'm going to run
Out of
over.
that.
Oh, I guess I have to see how far I can run. 1 sec.
Yeah, also I'm going to start hiding shit because of the lack of light.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
that's
that
fine.
wasn't the direction I thought you were gonna run.
Hey, Max.
I would rather you stay and help me, but that's fine too.
Okay, then I
There
will
we are.
run
Classic.
here.
It's the spider webs. True.
Okay, you run
Well,
to the edge of your
Do I-
vision. It is
there's,
darkness.
There's light here.
No, the what you currently see is where light is. So if you go into that darkness area, it is dark.
No, like over here.
Oh yeah, in that area. Yeah.
Is there spider webs right here?
Do you see spiderwebs?
Hey, that's a
We don't
little
know.
mean heart.
No, I'm serious. No, I mean it. Do you see spiderwebs? If not, there isn't. I wasn't saying it flippantly.
No.
Then no, you're fine.
Okay, mister.
I didn't mean it like
Jeez.
that. I didn't mean to offend you. Peach. I was just
Damn.
asking if you saw spiderwebs.
All right, I don't see spiderwebs, bitch.
I didn't mean it like that.
All right, well,
I
that's
did
my
not-
turn.
No, Peach, no. All right, Lars, it's your
I
turn.
think it's the whole D&D nonsense. DM, is there a trap there? Do you see a trap there?
Yeah, true. Do you see a trap there, based?
It's
Alright,
gonna be a really
Lars.
eventful turn. Wow.
Yeah, action dab. Woo, he's so fast. Look at him go. All right, Maximus.
Oh,
what do
wait,
you
actually, hold on, wait.
Oh.
It's something that I've only used
Whoa.
2 times in this campaign.
do? Whoa.
Where is it? Hold
5 feet back, though.
on. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Bozo.
He just called me a bozo. You can believe this guy?
Where was I stacking the books at?
Absolutely
Wouldn't that be where we?
Bozo.
Wouldn't that be where the books were being stacked?
Maybe, but you didn't move your token, so.
Okay, well, moving down. There you go.
I at least said I was
What?
putting it around.
No, we can't just retroactively do that. No. No, you're fine. That's fine. That makes sense to me. You can start there. Oh my god.
No!
That's crazy. He's like a rogue. Wait, he literally is like a rogue. What the fuck? He's so fast.
My bonus action gone.
That means you still have your action, though.
Yeah.
You doing anything with it? You just watching? You gawking?
2 attacks.
Okay,
Wow, that's pretty
first
cool.
one may hit. I don't know. Let me check. First one does not
It
hit,
missed.
but obviously the second one doesn't hit. But yeah, the first one strikes the blubbery hide of the creature, and you watch as this ripple echoes throughout its form. Maximus.
Oh boy. So you said it has two.
Oh, sorry.
tentacles,
Wisdom
each
save.
with
Wisdom save, Lars, once you enter within 10 feet of it.
Oh, okay. You said it has 2 tentacles, each with one eyeball on it?
2 tentacles with 3 eyeballs. I misspoke before when I said 2.
Oh, are they all at the end?
Yes.
All the eyeballs are at the end of the
Indeed.
tentacle? Okay.
I believe you can see it on the top of this token. If I move it down 1 square, you see that at the top of the token, like the 3 orbs in the...
Yes,
Maybe?
yes, I do now.
Okay.
Yep.
What about
Alright.
that?
Can I attempt to cut off both tentacles?
You can attack a tentacle. It's going to be minus 10 to hit,
Oh, that's
and
like
it does have its own
cut them
HP. So it's
Oh
not
my
just going to be
God.
like you hit, you
Oh,
succeed.
the tentacles have their own HP?
Correct. Yeah.
Does it contribute to the overall HP of the thing?
No. That separate HP. Hydras have this too. Each neck has its own HP. Then the body has its own HP.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you cut off both of them, then yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
I've just never encountered these mechanics. So if he stabbed at his head
Yes.
and the head was reduced to 0, the tentacles would still be alive?
No. If the body dies, all the other limbs die, but you can also cut off secondary limbs before the head,
Okay, got it.
and it would disable the function.
Just checking. 'cause
Yeah, that's
my
why
first
for
time
Hydras they
encountering
are
that.
separate HP bars, because if a Hydra has 9 heads, if you cut off all, let's say, 8 of its heads, then it only gets 1 attack per turn instead of 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Maximus. Bit of a
Fuck it.
bit of a thonker.
Fuck it. Let's do 2 attacks on one of the tentacles.
Okay.
Dads.
Miss, and you're targeting the tentacle, so the second one also misses.
Okay. I'm gonna action surge and then just
Okay.
attack the creature.
All right.
I think after my 16 missed, I don't think we can do targeted attacks on this thing. I don't think it's possible to hit it.
All right, you target the main bulk of the creature. Let's see how it goes. This is just
I'm
normal.
going to actually. I'm not going to do that quite yet.
Oh, okay. He's not action
And
surge.
no, I am doing that. I was bonk bonk. Fuck
Miss
me.
hit. Second one hits, of course. And you plunge the mithril longsword into the creature, and it cuts just like any normal flesh and blood creature. However, it's the substance that exits that makes you nearly want to retch.
No!
It is a thick black ichor, and the stench makes you nearly double over, and that's going to be a con save for Lars and Maximus,
What?
since they're both within 10
What
feet.
fucking mechanic doesn't this thing have, Alex? Jesus Christ.
You're
Okay.
fine, Lars.
It-
Yeah, you just
smell
ignore
is
all
bad?
mechanics. Giga Chad. Yeah, just the blood smells like
Oh, I
awful.
get fucked.
You're fine. Yeah, you're both fine. Who cares? Okay. All right, you're done. So now it is the creature's turn. It is going to, at the start of its turn, it doesn't want to do telepathy. Yeah, it'll just kill you the normal way. No reason to get funky with it. It's going
Can't
to
kill him.
We'll see. It's
Out
going to
of
bite.
character, does it resemble the Elder Blood?
Yes, it's kind of similar. Yeah, it's in that vein of things. One hit, it tentacle slaps you for only 10 damage. Now, the piercing is from the teeth on the end of the tentacle, so it's biting you while also grabbing you. More importantly, though, you are grappled and restrained, which means the restrained condition is the bad one.
Oh
So
my
not only
fucking God.
can you not move, you also can't attack. Let's go look up the restrained condition just to clarify, because I think it gives advantage on
Holy
attack
shit.
against you.
This thing has like 5 different mechanics.
Yes, it does.
Oh my
Restrained creature's
fucking
speed
God.
becomes 0. It can't benefit from any bonuses to speed. Attack rolls against creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So that's what restrained is.
So I
you're
can attack.
You can attack, it's just a disadvantage, yeah. Renesmee. Maximus is getting touched.
Yep.
Very aggressively. And
He's getting
Oh, yeah.
bitten and stroked. It's not good. It's bad, actually.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck to do here. I could wall of fire.
You could do that.
I could do freedom of movement, but that is a 4th level spell slot.
It also doesn't help from the restrained condition, I don't think.
I think it does.
Does it? That'd be very wacky, but maybe it does.
I love a strap and a touchable
believe
creature
it
for the
does.
duration. Spells and the magical effects can affect it.
Plus champ.
Can spend 5. Oh, the target can spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints.
So yeah, it costs 5 movement, but okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that would help a lot. It's a high level spell, but yeah, that would definitely solve the issue.
Yeah, I could do Dominate Beast if it's considered a beast.
You know it's not. Severus told you
It's an aberration.
Yeah.
And those are not considered beasts. Okay.
No, they're not.
Monster, I believe.
Yeah, aberration is its own creature type.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
All right, Renesmee, 30-second turns. What are we doing?
I am going to try and produce flame again and
Great.
just throw it at its face.
Great, and that's a normal attack. No modifiers. We shall see if it hits.
Okay.
13 does not hit. It begins to burn along the thick hide, but the thick hide holds it back. And
Ouch.
Lars, as you begin... Oh, fuck, I forgot again. Maximus, you need to make a retroactive wisdom saving throw, and now Lars, on your turn, you need to make one as well. When you start your turn within 10 feet of the creature, you have to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, Lars, you only take 1 psychic damage, as you recall.
Ow. Does it go through temporary hit points?
It does not go through temporary hit points, no. You begin to recall that memory about your young childhood friend. It doesn't quite play out in full. It's just the very beginning, you know, when you're waking up in your bed and making your way to the stables. So just 1 psychic damage for now. All right, Lars, it's your turn. And you're fine, Maximus. You passed.
Nice.
The old one, too. You're going to beat the shit out of this Eldritch Horror. Based. Yes, they all hit. Yes, King. Just punching fucking Cthulhu. I don't know what I expected from Lars. Yeah, you just beat the shit out of it. You punch its blubber over and over again until there's just bloodied remains left in the section that you punched. Its thick hide is nice, but your fists are nicer. It's still standing, but that's a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it bloodied?
Not even close. No. But it's hurt. Maximus, at the start of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw, and then go from there.
God.
40 damage didn't bludgeon it. Okay.
No. I'm sure you'll remember something. I'm sure you won't remember anything. You know, Maximus, you're going to pass the save, and you're going to be fine. You're fine. You're fine. You don't remember anything.
I should be immune for an extra turn.
No. No. No smile. Alright, so you are restrained and grappled, so you can't move, and disadvantage on attacks. Now, I will say, it's not disadvantage on ability checks, so if you try to break the grapple, it's just a normal strength check.
Can you not take an action to try to break it?
He could do that, yeah. If he takes his action, he can try to break it with a normal strength check.
Did Renesmee do the thing?
No, she did not. She did
No, but
produce
if you
flame
want me
instead.
to, you can let me know. It is 4th level.
First off, I'm just gonna do this real quick.
Pause, champ.
What's the range on it?
What is this?
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. It's temporary HP.
That's second one.
So
it's
second
normal
one.
HP.
Slightly different.
You have to touch it.
Oh, it's
You have to walk
touch.
up and do it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I don't know if it's worth blowing anyway, though, to be honest.
It's a very high level spell. This thing.
Yeah, I'll try and break out. If I don't break out here, I'd like
Strength
you
check?
to do that.
I don't think I can because it's touch.
That passes.
I
You
don't
think
it's-
tear the
good.
tentacle off of
You
you.
could anyway. There's
I don't
enough
think
range.
it's gonna be necessary.
You still have movement, but no action.
Is this bit passable back here?
Yeah, I think so. It's a bit of a
Oh,
squeeze.
I
but
assumed
as
it
long as you
wasn't.
don't-
I would have flamed.
Oh, yeah, as long as you don't end your turn there, it is
4,
passable.
5. Okay. Yeah, cool. There we go.
You would take an opportunity attack stepping back behind Lars.
Okay, I have an extra
Can we
5
move
feet of
through
movement,
people?
so I can use
Yes,
that.
you can go
to
through,
move
I'm just
him.
saying, with the path that he did
Fine.
do. Yeah, so you go
okay.
through Lars instead, and you're fine. Okay, the creature is going to...
Like awkwardly, like just walking through me.
Oh,
showing
it's
me.
also not marked by me anymore because I did not attack it.
I didn't even know it was marked, so that's good. Okay, what is it gonna do here? It doesn't like you being behind it, so
Like
it
a
could...
behind
Oh wait,
five.
actually, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
One of its
gonna
tentacles is gonna snuff
like-
the torch. So you guys are all plunged into darkness.
I know where my torches
I'm gonna
are on
reveal
my
just
backpack.
where your tokens are, so we're not totally in black.
I really hope it doesn't have dark vision.
I wonder.
Well, it can't move with. Well, no, it can move.
Well, yeah,
It's
it can
basically
squeeze, but you'll feel it passing you. So it is moving right now. So Lars and Maximus, you both get disadvantage opportunity attacks.
Yeah. Oh!
Jesus Christ!
Oh my
It was really low
god!
damage.
Yeah, you
was
punch
really
it
low damage
hard
roll.
as it runs away, but damn, double nat 20.
Holy
Alright, Maximus,
fuck!
what about you? Disadvantage.
That thing
double
should die
misses.
on principle. On
No,
fucking
what?
principle.
That's not how that
Wow.
works.
That's how it works.
Maximus, you only get one attack on reactions. So the first one unfortunately misses, and the creature moves. And now it gets Echo.
Yes, I see.
I'm appealing to you because I trust your instincts of understanding 5e rules. If a creature is in darkness and something with dark vision is attacking them, does the creature with dark vision have advantage?
I'm sorry. You're in complete darkness.
Yeah.
You're
So
attacking
creature is in
some-
complete darkness, and the attacker has dark vision. Does the attacker have advantage? I don't think so, but I didn't know if there was
Say
some
no.
like obscure rule. No,
No.
Find the Jeremy Crawford tweet.
You just said you don't think so, so it sounds like you already made up your mind.
Yeah, I don't think so, but if it literally says word for word in the rulebook, otherwise I'll probably go with that. Okay, it sounds like you don't know, so we'll just continue onward. It used one tentacle attack, snuffing the torch, so it has 2 attacks left. It's going to do 1.
But it moved. It can't do that.
Yes, it can, because they're different attacks. They're not all 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Twisting his rules. Unbelievable.
No, it's not twisting. They're just different attacks.
Twisting
It's like when you do
rules.
bonus action
rules.
attacks. Okay. It's going to
All
tentacle
attack
Lar,
rolls before.
which misses. And it is going to tentacle Renesmee, which misses. So it whiplashes out at all of
Big
you.
enough to hit both of us?
Yes.
Wait, that doesn't sound
We're
right.
ranged. It's more
that
than
reach?
within range. Yeah. It's Giga Reach action. 40 foot's like Giga.
Okay.
Yeah, it slaps out towards you all, missing, unfortunately, despite you being plunged into darkness. Renesmee.
Is retrieving something from my bag a movement?
That is a free item interaction.
Oh, okay.
But if you're lighting
Well,
a
I'm-
torch, it's going to take your full.
That is an action,
Besides move.
Sure, well, I'm going to light a torch,
Great.
and I'm going to throw it over,
I
So-
should probably
over
keep it on
to...
here, honestly. I think he's just going to snuff it out again.
What are you doing? Are you lighting it and keeping it on you, or are you tossing it?
I feel like tossing it over... Wait, how do I... Like, tossing it, like,
You
over
can toss
here.
it. I'll light another one on my turn if we think it's going to be a problem.
Sure,
I'll
yeah,
keep that
I'm
one on
gonna light it and toss it over here as,
As
far
far
as I can.
down as you can? Okay. There's a wall
Look over
between that
here.
place where you pinged, so I think that's fine. You just hit the nearest wall, like in that path.
Sure, yeah.
And I will reveal based on that. One sec. It's going to take un momento, because it's
And
manual.
depending on that, I might run one way or the other.
Sure.
I still got my movement.
Can 30-foot line. Oh, you're perfect. I did it.
Archon.
Yeah.
I haven't found a very specific sentence in any rulebook about this. But
Yeah.
most sources seem to agree that all of the sources that make you unseen from someone you're attacking give you advantage on attack rolls against them.
Oh, yeah, I know that rule. Yeah, I don't think it quite applies. But thank you for looking for that. Renesmee, you have movement and bonus action. What are you doing?
I am going to... Should I come towards you guys?
I don't know. At
It's up
least
to you.
the torch isn't
Each.
on you, so it has no specific reason to go after you, but it already attacked you once, so.
Yeah. I am going to... run... because I have a way lower AC. I'm going to run... when I move my token, will it open up the map?
No, because you don't have the
No,
torch on you.
there's no light there. That's the issue.
Oh, that's as much as the torch will allow me.
Yes, because
Yeah.
that's all you can see. Everything else will be dark.
Okay. I am going to run towards this wall, and then,
Okay.
with my hand on the left side of the wall, I'm going to sprint my whole turn that way, and
Okay.
then I'm
You're going to go 60
going-
feet?
So you're going 6
Oh, no,
feet
she
along
can't,
this
never mind.
wall?
She can't. She
Oh,
can
oh,
action.
you can only go 30.
Yeah.
30. Okay. All right, you've moved 30 feet
wait,
along that wall.
wait.
Yeah?
And then I'm going
then?
to turn. Wait, no. Maybe I should stay in my. I don't know.
Are you moving 30 feet along the wall?
I'm going to advise you to not do that.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay,
I'm
all right,
gonna
you're back in
stay
your original
right
spot.
Pretty sure that's
there.
what we saw spider webs up for.
You have 30 feet of
Okay,
movement,
I'm
Peach.
gonna
What are you
stay
doing?
right there.
Okay. All right. Lars, at the start of your turn, make a wisdom saving throw because you're still within 10 feet of the creature. That is a failure. This time, the vision begins to play out in full glory, and you take 5 psychic damage.
Ow.
All right, it's your turn.
Okay. If I put myself between it and the torch, do you think you can still reasonably snuff it out?
Very easily, yeah. Its tentacles can bend and twist, and
Cringe. I'm cringing.
they're not straight projectiles.
But if I'm
If you're straddling the torch, then you could
attack. What do you mean straddling? Like
if you're standing directly on top of it, you could like punch it. You could literally like hold your action and to attack any tentacle that goes towards it. But short of that,
if I pick it up as a free item interaction, can I still do the rest of my movement?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just do that then.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to snap when it's in someone's hand.
I think I also want to position. Can I position here?
Yeah, sure. I think that's fine.
Okay, because if Maximus comes up, I want him to have flanking.
Okay, so that's your movement. Yep, that's your movement.
So I still have my everything else.
Yes, but since you're holding a torch in one hand, you get half as many unarmed strikes. Because you have as many.
That's what I already asked you, bozo.
Wait, did I not answer that? Oh, sorry.
You said that it didn't affect multi-attack. I told you this.
Oh, I thought you meant something else. Well, let's think about this, okay? Hands are...
Can I not attack with the same hand over and over?
That's what I'm thinking.
He puts it in his belt.
It's a bit more complicated, because for 2-weapon fighting, I know the answer. The answer is no. But it's a melee weapon, and it's unarmed strike.
That's why I specifically asked you earlier.
I thought you were talking about
doesn't
something
affect
else entirely.
multi-attack.
Yeah, I did not. We were not on the same wavelength there. I don't know. I'm going to say, sure, you can do all 4 attacks.
I mean, that makes sense.
If it is a really big of a problem, I could like
No,
stick
no,
it
it's
in
fine,
my
it's fine.
waistband or something
I think,
like that.
yeah, for 2-weapon fighting, I know the answer, but for this one, I'll give you your 4 attacks. Miss, hit, miss. Jesus Christ! You boom, boom, punch the side of the creature. It
bigger than my
squeals out.
Crit roll.
Yeah. Maximus.
Does it look bloodied?
No.
No.
Nads.
Wisdom saving throw, Max.
Uh-huh. Fuck.
The image comes back further now. You feel the crossbow bolt hitting your side as you run away. 5 psychic damage.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna attack twice.
Alrighty. Advantage. Hit and hit.
Crit.
Your blade slices through flesh, and the creature roars out in agony as it is truly bloodied. What is this bozo doing?
Oh, and then I'll mark it.
Okay. It's gonna action disengage and squeeze.
He'd be squeezing.
That,
do be
that
squeezing.
crack right there?
Indeed.
Right behind it?
Oh yeah, it's worth
I
talking
see.
about. Large-sized creatures can move into medium squares. You guys are medium, so you can move into small. That's what squeezing is. Anyway, so it squeezes after action disengaging. It can withdraw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
I've already applied it in the space portal.
Turn. Okay. Renesmee.
Did my torch shine a little bit further down that passageway from my
yeah,
angle
sure. I
now?
forgot you were the one holding it. Yeah.
That's okay.
Do we continue engaging it?
We have to assume it's disengaging for a good reason, so yeah, we probably should go after it.
Okay, then I'm going to
Run into the darkness.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
She's an artiste.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Hello, I want to measure this. Here we go. 25, 30. Okay, I'm gonna make it right here. Do I still see it? In this little
darkness. You're not holding the torch.
Yeah, it's not based off of your character. It's based off of me having the torch.
Yeah.
Well, I get there.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna thorn whip. Boom.
Where?
Into the. I know that there's a hallway, so I'm just thorn whipping out as far as it goes.
Draw
30
direction
feet.
with your measuring tool.
Okay. 1 second. I will.
So it could be like here, could be here, could be here.
Got it.
Could be there.
Yep. I'm gonna go here, and then if anything, a little left.
Oh, you drew. Okay. Yep. You thorn whip and you hear it strike stone.
Really?
Yep. There's not a creature there.
Sag.
All right. Oh, you're still drawn. Lars, what are you doing?
Go up to here first.
Alrighty.
10 feet.
Yep. And that illuminates this whole area. I think a little bit further, actually. Oh, no. I did it perfectly.
Got 20 more feet. Let's go up to here.
Okay. Up in this northern corridor, you see giant spider webs crisscrossing the path. those little gray ropes. And then further next to the portal, you can see basically all this chamber as light fills it. And there is the beast.
Oh, good.
Alright, what are you doing?
I'm gonna action dash. Can I, like, occupy in between him and the portal, or is that not possible?
Yeah. You can stand in the portal square without touching the portal. Though, if he shoves you, you will be pushed inside.
Oh, maybe that's not as good an idea then. I'll just go here and then get an opportunity attack, maybe.
Okay, sounds good. Make a wisdom saving throw as you enter within... Wait, sorry, did you already do that this round?
No.
Okay, make a
because he wasn't in my range.
Alright, you take 10 psychic damage as the vision replays, but this time far more viscerally. You feel like you're almost there. Okay, Maximus.
Oh boy.
This fight's leaving you behind. You're plunged into darkness yet again. Luckily, you can see distant torchlight.
Yeah, I'll do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Run towards the torch. Well, I'm not going to be able to attack it anyway, so I'm going to run here and fucking longbow it twice.
Okay, sounds good. 15 misses, 18 hits. Alright, 9 damage. The creature screams out. Okay. The creature's turn. It is going to action dash. You get an opportunity to attack Lars. Oh wait, whoops. Direction. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you hit it as it runs and it squeals in pain. Peach, it's your turn.
Yes. I am going
You might actually want... Do you have if you have another torch on you, you might actually want to light it so we don't get fucked on movement here.
Ah, okay. I'm going to move here.
Right now, anyway.
Yep, I'm gonna move here, and if the range on this is good, 1 second, I might cast it. Yeah, it should be. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. So for the duration of it,
what's the central point that you're casting it on?
The creature in this direction.
Well, you have to pick a point to cast it on. Because it's a 20-foot cube, which is from a central point, so you're selecting the central point from within 20 feet. And you can't see the creature.
I thought that I can... Got it.
Yeah. It's like a fireball. You pick a central point and then AoE.
We can make a good assumption that it is around here.
Yeah.
I did move it after the measure tool because the measure tool wasn't going in the right direction.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it like somewhere around here because I know there's another entrance here.
So since you're casting it into the darkness, it's going to hit the first thing in its path. So if there's like a wall in the way of where you're measuring to, it's going to hit that wall.
Okay. I want to cast it like roughly here.
Okay, so a 20-foot cube from that point you measured. So it's going to be something like 40.
This. This.
Oh, you're casting it way down there. Okay, alright. So you plan to cast it there. As you cast line forward, there is a wall, let's reveal it, right here. So it's going to be 20 feet from there. So let's do a little bit of measuring. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's lopsided. That's not right. The left one's too big. But the point is, from that position, it does not hit anything, so no dex saving throws are made. There are no creatures within 20-foot cube of that point.
No, but everything is outlined in blue, green, or violet light.
Creature. Any creature in that area.
Each
object in a 20-foot cube is outlined blue, green, or violet light.
All right, then, yeah. This whole area begins to glow with green. What color do you want?
I'll do it with violet, and any creature in the area,
You red.
Oh no, we don't have to. It's not in there, so it doesn't even matter.
Correct.
I would have
no
made it a
creatures need to
different
make
color,
dex saves,
obviously.
so it doesn't impact anything. Yeah, this whole area is illuminated as it's filled up with purple light.
I can't see.
Yeah, I know. I was just drawing purple lines because it made me immersed. Okay, there you go.
Thank you. I'll continue drawing them. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. Don't draw too many because it lags the game. This is dog shit software. Okay, great. That was your turn, Lars.
Charging ahead.
Okay, in the process of
Well-
charging there, you would see this little like inlet in here.
Is that where he is? So
I
say I get a
don't
dodge
think he's
here.
gonna tell you.
Yeah, you don't see the creature, but you do see in there. Just a reminder that there is an alternate path.
Also, we know that one of its homes was like over.
Did we hear it like
here
scrape
or
up against the
here.
walls when it was running away?
Nope. You haven't
I
heard it at
have to
all. It's been
assume he
remarkably
did
stealthy
squeeze.
throughout this process. Okay, 30
have to
feet.
assume it
Can
did
you measure in
squeeze.
a 30-foot line to your southeast? Just so I know how far to reveal. Whoa, I got it. I guessed basically the right distance. Huge. A little bit further.
What the hell? This guy's a big dash speed.
Alright, Maximus.
Boy.
It's starting to spread across the whole goddamn cabin. It's a running battle.
Well, I'm concerned that you said we've never heard it, so maybe it could squeeze through without us hearing it. Did we hear it like squeeze up and like brush against the walls here? No.
I think it
I'm
would
gonna
go
light
this
I'm
way.
gonna light a torch and toss one as far down there as I can.
Okay, I'm just gonna reveal that area then, within 30 foot of that little thing.
I think that it is running here because its little hideaway hole, its den with the dead bodies was somewhere up here. So that's where I'm gonna go.
Okay, Maximus, that's your action, and then item interaction. You got bonus action movement.
I don't see anything over there. Okay, so I'm gonna run down here and just
It would probably be faster for you to go through that tunnel.
take the dodge action, I guess.
Okay. Alright. The creature is going to move. One sec. Okay. Alright, it has moved. Renesmee.
I'm going to cast Dark Vision on myself, I guess.
Okay.
And-
Alright, your eyes now can see. You are a cat now.
Ooh. And I am going to also turn into whatever I have that has the highest running speed. Maybe a dire wolf. Yeah.
Technically, I think Direwolf has quickest running speed, but there are going to be a lot of places you need to squeeze, and if you end your turn while squeezing, you get a bunch of malices, like disadvantage to hit and stuff like that.
Oh,
you can still be
got
a
it.
wolf, I'm just saying. If you end your turn
No,
while
it's okay.
squeezing...
Then I'll just run towards this.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect example
I'm
right
over
there.
there.
You know, you end your turn squeezing as a human, so a wolf wouldn't be able to end their turn there, because they're too big. But yeah, you can see this little
But
area.
I can
this
see
is,
now.
Yeah, and this is all illuminated by your fairy fire as well, because this was right on the edge of your 20-foot thing. Your 20-foot thing ends right there in that square. Okay, cool. Lars,
Cringe, I'm cringing.
why are you cringing?
What do you think? Bozo.
Because you missed Gore?
Yeah,
Well, you know what direction he is. It's just to your south.
that's where I'm going.
Just leave the cave full speed in a combat round paste. Alright, Maximus.
That was only 30 feet. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, true.
I just wanted to see what would come
Oh,
up.
yeah, you're sprinkling into
I'm
this
starting
tight
this
little
direction.
volcanic chute.
I'm gonna go kill those fucking beasts.
Okay, there you go.
Because I had ended at 30 feet.
I think you ended right there.
Well, I still have 30 feet left. I'm actually stashing, yeah. So
Okay.
you end there.
Yeah, it reveals the rest of the little volcanic chute. Okay, creature is going to move. Okay, its movement is done. Renesmee.
I'm
That's
moving.
Is it crazy?
That's pretty insane.
Like here?
Okay, sure, yeah, you move there.
Wherever, somewhere here.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah, over here.
Yeah, and you can see all this shit, because you got cat eye, you got dark vision. See all sorts of
Yup.
shit.
What the fuck is it?
Oh, actually, I want to action dash. Wait,
Okay,
so let
60
me-
feet. Drag your token to wherever you want. I'll reveal almost everything, because dark vision goes pretty far down here.
40. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Move your token. You're there.
I think here, yeah.
I
Or-
believe you are.
yeah.
And I will reveal all sorts of things. Kidney-shaped rock formations and rocks and lack of beasts and all sorts of things. All right.
Oh yeah.
Here you go. Mars.
Actually,
Oh.
it's missing the dead bodies on the ground unless
Correct.
they've been eaten.
Correct, it is missing dead bodies.
Okay, so he been eaten good?
Maybe.
Got
Mars, what are you
it?
doing?
Yeah.
What is that voice? Is that like Alley Girl Beach?
Start with 10 feet. And then go
Okay.
from there.
Yeah,
And 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep,
And
you
then
can see all the
I'll
stuff.
kind of
Peach
want to
can see.
see. Oh, is there nothing down here?
No, that's the end of a wall.
Oh, okay. Then 30 more. Wait, was there not another way here? I'm confused now.
There was, yes.
Okay, you run up, and this is where the bodies once were. There is still bloodied remains, or not bloodied remains, more so bloodied skid marks on the ground, which I will draw just so we know their location. There's something like this. And the interior of this tunnel, it gets mucusy, like a snail. Or
Nice.
like a MRM snail. That one clip. So, that is what that is. Are you done? You got any?
It's
You
combat
action
stuff.
dashing?
What?
I already did.
If you're chasing it inside,
Oh.
then the combat is not done. But if you're remaining where you are, then yes, combat is done.
I don't think we're chasing after it into whatever that is.
We'll go
We have
through-
to assume it's
we'll
a
go
den,
for
and that
one
there may
more
be
round.
more of
Go
them.
for one more
No,
round, maybe.
there is a den, but we've seen it. And
Maximus,
it was
what are you
only
doing?
it. and
I
at
don't
the
remember
very
seeing this
end, there
mucus
was
stuff
3.
before.
I'm gonna pick the torch up and move this way.
Okay.
Is there...
Yeah. You can catch up to Peach.
Wait,
you're
is
going
there
that
just
way.
wall? Is there just
No,
wall
no.
up there?
No. It keeps going.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll run my
We're
30 feet
re-exploring
up
the whole
there.
cave network. All right, yeah. You find an altar with dried blood and a little tunnel leading to somewhere, and then a side tunnel with webs in it.
Mm.
Did we really see the mucus from Gold earlier?
Was picking it up a free action?
Was picking up a free action? Yeah, free item interaction.
Oh, okay. All right, I know this doesn't go anywhere else. Then it's down there. Oh, that means we've cornered it.
Probably.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start my run back down then.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like we're staying in combat then. So I'm gonna treat it like that is where we are at. I just need to measure something real quick. Where?
From what I recall.
Bruno. Okay.
Sorry, am I allowed to draw what I recall?
No, you can talk about it though.
Okay. From what I recall, can I do this stuff? This
Yeah,
pointing
sure,
stuff?
that's fine. If my voice is
Okay.
on robotic, ideally not, but if not, then yeah.
I think that its cavern ends like here, or here, somewhere here. It goes kind of big and thick out here.
Okay, the creature's turn is done. Renesmee, it's yours. Continue with your thing.
Oh, thank you. What's that green marker there?
Yogi, stop! He's drawing a dick. He's defacing my map. My map.
Where? I don't
He
see
can't. He's
it.
doing it in a place where only I can see. He's mentally tormenting me.
No, but what's that?
Oh,
what's
that green line is where the
thing?
mucus starts.
Oh, that's not good.
I would say so, yeah.
Well, I'm going to stand here and look into this cavern. What do I
Yeah.
see?
Yogi, you gotta stop. You see it narrow, and then can you draw a straight line in that direction, just so I can see kind of what you would see? A measuring tool, not a straight line, just to clarify.
Oh.
That was my bad. No, you were totally in the right. I was not clear. Thank you. All right.
Depends
so
what
you
angle
would
we're
see-
talking.
Yeah, I see. Okay, I got you. Boom. There we go. That's what you see. All right, we can zoom
Okay.
in the map again.
And I want to take my finger before I step into this disgusting ass mucus,
Yeah.
and I want to take my least favorite finger, my pinky finger, and I
That
would
says a
like
lot
to
about
go
Renesmee.
down, and I would like to just ever so slightly touch the mucus.
Incredibly sticky. That's it. Doesn't burn off your flesh. Doesn't smell bad. Just sticky.
And if I had to imagine walking through this, it would feel like
Sticky.
hard to walk.
Yeah, I would
Sticky?
say so. Yeah.
Okay.
Like difficult terrain, perhaps?
I would potentially even go as far as saying that. Yeah.
At difficult terrain, kind of sticky. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right. Is that your turn? It sounds like it is. You're just testing, probing the waters.
I was
The
probing.
mucusy waters.
Well, I have a fuck ton of cantrips, so why not? I'm gonna produce flame, and I'm just gonna try and light it on fire. If it's a gassy, stinky creature, maybe it'll ignite this whole thing.
As mentioned before, the mucus
Deuces.
does not smell, so as your produced flame goes, it it bubbles the mucus a little bit, makes it a bit warm. Cup of tea level of warm, maybe. But no, it does not explode it.
Okay, that's unfortunate. That would have been a good boom.
Yes, and it has worked in the past. I've had a party fight trolls and just blow up all the fucking things they could find. So it's not an untested theory.
I believe that set the one-turn damage record to
yeah,
all,
it was 200 damage. It was fucking absurd.
It was
500.
Oh my god! It was
500
500 something damage.
Poggers. Lars, what are you doing?
You know.
I actually don't. I genuinely do not. You said you didn't want to go in, so are you just vibing, or are you going in? Are you being the brave hero? Okay. So, like I said before, it is difficult terrain, so every square costs 10 feet of movement.
We're cornering it, so
Yep.
it's fun.
Are we? Are we cornering it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Or we're just getting stuck ourselves.
So can I only move 30 feet in this?
No, you can move way less than 30 feet. So it's 5 to get to Esme, 10 to move through her. So it's 10 to move through.
Just
So
put me however far I can go with a dash.
with a dash. Okay, so that'd be 25, 35, 45, 55, and that's when you trigger a ready to attack.
And then I move half the square.
You can't really move half a square. But as you move across that threshold, 2 of these eyeball stalks, which were lingering around the corner, out of sight, they emerge forward and are going to take 2 attacks, ready attacks against you.
Ow.
Both of which hit. You take, sheesh! You take 18 plus 10, 28 damage, and you are grappled and restrained by one of these tentacles, which I'm going to draw a map because it is targetable by attacks. Technically, you're double grappled, but that means literally nothing. So.
You've triggered my trap card.
Oh yeah, true. You're down below half HP, but your movement speed is 0 now, so that's unfortunate. Maximus. Dashing.
Boy.
You're dashing, you're running.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, just however far I can get.
Let's see. 60 feet. Right behind Renesmee.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll dash.
Boom, sprint. Plate armor, pushing across the terrain. Alright.
Oh wait, whenever I got attacked, I still had my bonus action at the end, right?
Yes.
Okay, give me a sec. Then I will use one of my Moxie points to... Or no, I actually don't want to do that. I'll just dig deep.
Okay. Alright, you do that. On the creature's turn, it's going to attack you again with its tentacles. I think it's a hit on the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry. You're grappled and restrained, so it has advantage, so both of those hit. You take 9 plus 9, 18, 18 plus 3, 21? Yeah, 21 damage, and you're already grappled, so...
11.
Nothing changed. Oh yeah, reduced by half, so yeah. Wait, 21 divided by 2, rounding up is 11, yeah. 11. Yeah, so you're still grappled. Nothing changes. Yeah, that was a certified hardcut moment. Renesmee, you were watching Lars literally get bashed against the wall and torn into by biting teeth of tentacles.
Help, bro, please, bro, please.
Help me, bro. Brother.
You can ungrapple me with your level 4 spell.
True.
Yeah.
And there would be no difficult
do?
terrain.
I'm going to brace up on my turn, and I'm taking
You
half
know
damage.
what?
And yeah,
That makes a lot of sense right now. It's my only 4th level spell, but I will expend that.
So
because
you're
it just makes
walking through the
sense.
goop.
Yeah, I think it's...
You're gooping?
Yeah.
Okay, you goop forward.
I'm gonna goop it.
You press him, touch him with your hand. This time, a leather strap bound around the arm or similar appendage. All right, you slap a leather strap on Lars's arm. It wraps around him. You speak the words of magic, and it no, and it begins to glow with green light. And you are now free from movement, Lars. So that means no difficult terrain. Restrains. Just take 5 feet of movement to cancel. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. You just memed on this guy's whole layer. That's fucked up what you just did right there. For real, for real.
Oh,
all right, Lars, it's your turn.
One 4th level spell, so I would hope that at least it would keep him alive.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up. All right, Lars, what are you doing?
Getting 10, 11 HP back. Or 10
Okay.
HP. And then 5 feet of movement to break it.
Yep.
So then...
And you're not grappled? All right, so it's
5.
Yeah, let me reveal some
I
shit.
saw
'cause you got a
the
torch on you.
yeah.
Well, you're
So
at
it's
10
10
now.
movement so far.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
All right.
10 more.
Okay. I guess you can see a little bit more into this corner.
Huh? Is it bending it like around?
Yes, they're not
here?
straight lines. There's no, and their eyes are on the end of the stalks.
Okay. Okay, sure, man.
What do you mean? It makes so much sense. It's so based. I love this layer.
Yes, here then.
All right, that's 30 feet, and staring around the corner, you see the end of the mucus and the great gibbering maw of the creature. It looks genuinely surprised to see you walking through its goop.
Yeah, he's a bozo because I'm action dash.
Yeah.
Die in that goop, bitch!
Unfortunately, you can't squeeze past it, but you can action dash.
That's fine. They aren't getting to me anytime soon anyway, so...
It's just going to be you with 16 HP, 1v1ing this creature, and you kick aside, toss that mongrel.
27 HP, and I take half. Okay.
Okay, we'll see.
Get it right.
I'm not confident in this. I think it was a wacky strategy, but okay. Maximus.
Don't care.
Oh boy, I'm gonna action dash.
Okay.
However long it takes to. I don't know.
I would really have to do
25,
54 damage in a turn.
15,
Otherwise, I'm gonna brace up for 3 more turns.
It's 15, 25. Oh my god, Renetman makes it double, so it's... so it'd normally be 10, so it'd be 35, but it's actually 20 because you're moving through her, so it's 45, 55. That's 300 turn. You get 4 squares inside.
And slowly the goop starts to set on fire, and we must all escape quickly.
No. Alright, that's your action and all that shit. You don't have action surge, so big L. Alright, the creature is going to start by biting Lars. Hit. Not advantage, though. These are all just normal attacks. Hit 10 piercing damage, 5 piercing damage, and a con save from you, Lars.
Okay.
Won't really impact. Okay,
Nice.
You're poisoned until it's cured. That's it. The poison for now. That's it. Then it is going to do 2 tentacle attacks against you, both of which hit for 6 and 5, so 11 damage, and you are grappled.
I'm not. Oh, I am grappled, but I can break
Yes, but you can break it easily. But technically you are grappled. Resume.
I would like to action dash.
Okay, 20, 30.
Wait, no. If we keep doing this, we're gonna keep
Well,
getting in each other's way and just
In this
slow
next
each
in this
other
next
down.
area, you guys can move past each other, so it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
20, 30,
I'll go
40,
fast.
50, 60. Does that seem good, Peach? Where you are?
Yeah, can you
Okay.
can
You
you
have a
delete
ranged
that?
healing
Yeah.
spell?
I'm not deleting. You
Yeah,
kick the
Yeah,
corpse
that's what I'm
aside.
trying to do.
Yeah, you kick
I
the corpse
kick it.
aside.
And I want to.
Well, you action
let
dashed, so all you
me
have is
see-
bonus action.
Wait, no. Hey.
Hey.
Don't tell me this because I have healing word, which is a
Sure.
bonus
Yeah,
action.
that's fine. I'm just saying, you already did your act.
Hey.
Hey. We're unlocking all the new
Alright.
Peach voices this session.
When you cast the spell using a spell slot of 2nd or higher, I'm 7th level, bitch. The healing increases by
no.
1d4
That's
for.
that's
You
when
have
you
to
use a
cast a
higher
second
level spell
level
slot, not the character's level.
Oh.
So do you have
I
a
would
second
not
level spell
recommend
to-
upcasting this. It's like one of the worst bang for your buck healing spells ever. It's just that it's a bonus action that makes it good.
Oh. Well.
Just think of
it's
it this way, though.
Should
Even
I
casting
use
level 1, it's
it?
fine. You basically use. Yes, you should use the first version, not the upcast.
Yeah. Okay. I'll use the first version. That
Sure.
fucking sucks.
Every
should
point
be
of
able to
HP
click
you
it
give me is
somewhere.
like giving me 10 points of HP because I'm taking half damage.
True.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I'll use it then.
Click it somewhere. Should be automated somewhere.
1d4.
Also, note that literally is what the creature sees. John Soul's just a fucking demon approaching him through his muck. Oh, also you can see the rest of his lair. Oh, really? It doesn't really matter.
Your goo has no effect on me.
He thought he was the goo
1d4
lord.
plus 3.
That is 1d4
Oh,
plus 3.
I see. That's so sad.
Alright, Lars, take your
Sucks.
4 HP. Alright, Lars, it is your turn. Make a wisdom saving throw. You are in melee with the creature.
I might just die here, actually. I'm safe.
Nope, you pass. So you take nothing. So
When did it get bloodied? Whose attack bloodied it? What's
it was
Maximus?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Or my-
Maximus is
or is
double
it my-
longsword.
I think it was Max. Yeah.
So we can make a good assumption that it got bloodied at around 50 to 60 damage, and then I hit it for another. How much when it moved away? Nah, I think I need to brace up. Brace up.
Severus and Zednius are just like they're still moving their bookshelf because this has all been like less than a minute.
98 plus 7 plus 2. Big
Okay.
rolls.
That is a very
And then
big roll,
2
yeah.
attacks.
All right, you break.
Break the grapple
Yeah.
and then 2 attacks. Yeah.
Great, there you go. Now, unfortunately,
Big.
you are poisoned, so these are disadvantage. So both of them miss.
Range. I don't remember
Um,
poison ever doing that, but that's okay. Yeah.
Do you get a save at the end of the turn? Every 20? No. Wait. Must succeed under to become poisoned until the disease is cured. No. Oh, wait, sorry. One sec. Or become poisoned until
Do you
the
have a way to
disease is
cure
cured.
this peach?
Every 24 hours, you must repeat the saving throw.
Give
that was
lesser
used to carry out
restoration.
success. Okay, yeah. You have disadvantage, and yeah. Okay, moving on. Maximus.
Do you have lesser restoration, Peach?
I
think so.
All
yeah.
right, yep. So action dash. So
6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, I do.
5, 6. Oh, I'm almost there.
Kick aside another corpse.
I guess I can. Oh, but I action dashed.
Yeah, you also probably can't end your turn there. That's like half wall.
Just try not to block
where was
Peach.
it?
She
Right
has
here?
the lesser restoration me.
You're
so-
a little bit further back.
3,
But
4. Okay, well I can get
Yeah.
there. Right?
Perfect,
And
yeah, that
she
works
still
just
has
fine.
a line of sight. I do not have.
She has to come and
How tall's
touch
the
me.
I
creature?
have to touch.
You. Oh.
For
Fuck.
lesser restoration.
Okay.
Stop this poison that's gonna bozo me.
Okay, I'll go there.
Well, now she has to walk through you.
Yeah, but she'll
Well, actually,
have enough
no,
movement.
because as long as she's not ending her turn in one of these like squeeze tiles, it doesn't matter. Okay, all right.
Oh.
Ossium's
How
turn.
tall's the creature? Wait, how tall's the creature?
It's low to the ground. It's about 5 feet.
Never mind.
We can't see with the bow.
No, because you're in the way.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Ah, okay, I see.
Just piercing through me.
Okay, the
Fine.
creature is going to take all of its attacks against Lars. Unsurprisingly, it is going to bite, hit, tentacle, miss. So only the bite hits you.
Oh, thank God.
For 15 damage and a con save. So all your temp HP and a con save. Actually, it doesn't matter. You're already poisoned. It literally doesn't matter. Nothing changes.
It doesn't.
We should probably hot swap here, Lars.
Yeah.
Hot swap
Also,
the tank.
I'll heal you now with the lesser restoration, but the front liner.
No, yeah,
doesn't make
if I'm not gonna be being attacked by him anymore, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because it's only when I'm
still
attacking.
gonna
him.
be.
It's your turn then, Renesmee. Currently,
The poison's
you
not dealing
see the
damage.
creature, I don't
But yes, eventually we'll have to.
I can't see the creature.
I don't think so. It looks like we have Lars and Maximus and Wall. It's like all kind of mild. So if you had like a magic missile that hit, but like most other range attacks are gonna be, it's gonna have cover.
Well,
You have to thread the needle.
I'll produce flame, and I'll do it like. How do I describe the way that I want to do it? 1 second.
Well, it's a
draw
ranged
it
spell
for
attack,
you.
so no matter what, you need line of sight, so it's gonna have cover against it.
No, I can just choose to throw it.
But you still need to throw it in a
You
straight
can't
line.
see anything past me.
So
Yeah, which is why I need to explain my aerodynamics.
no, the
I'm
aerodynamics don't
here.
matter. You can't curve it midair. It's still a
The
predict-
creature's here. I go.
I see your sketch, and you can't curve it midair. For what method? There's no method you can curve it through the air with. Once it leaves your hand, you can't apply any further force to it. So it's still a regular ranged spell attack.
And spin it like one would a curveball.
I don't think she's. I don't think Renesmee in particular can do that. Yogi, you're harassing me. You're on dicks.
God, Thornwhip guidance.
All of
I
them are
guess I'll
ranged
cast
spells,
fucking. Yeah, I'll cast guidance on him.
On Maximus?
On me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
Poggers. Okay. All right. So
You
you
can
have
roll a
guidance.
d4 and add it to your ability check.
Yeah,
hey, if you
it's pretty
lose a
big.
wisdom or something.
All right, Lars. What are you doing?
Do you want me to take one more round of fighting?
Oh
or
yeah,
stop
sorry.
right now?
Wisdom save. Yeah, you started your turn with it. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
You should probably swap
Pass.
out now.
No
'cause
damage.
You take like one more turn. That's actually 2 more turns. Like I can't occupy the same square you can, so you should back up
Yeah.
now.
Okay, I'll
Then I can just go
action
in.
disengage.
Okay. You have tons of movement because you have the thing, the freedom of movement. So you can move back there. Yeah, you can kick the.
Am I square here, right?
Move the corpse there, I guess. I don't know. you're kind of blocked in here with all these corpses. All right, so you move back.
And then I will preemptively brace up,
Okay.
just in case we need to swap again.
Maximus.
I'll move up. Take my
Okay.
fucking.
Wisdom
my
saving
turn.
throw.
Cringe, I'm cringing.
That's cringe. Uh-oh. Yeah, this
is-
might put a damp.
Nope,
oh,
you're
no,
fine.
we're good.
Also, do you remember what the last damage amount you took was? It was 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're fine then. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And I'm going to attack it twice. Pog.
All right, that is hit. Yeah, both of those hit straight up. Nothing else to be said. It doesn't crit though, so it just does the first damage.
No.
The creature is injured,
13.
indeed. I
13's
just
pretty
remembered
damn good.
something about its attack pattern, so it's going to tentacle you first. Both of those missed, don't they?
It missed. Yeah, it
That
missed.
is unfortunate. is going to bite you then, I guess. Unfortunate.
I have a question about can you ungrapple somebody else?
Yes. Okay,
Well,
it's
I'll just
going
start
to...
readying my action every turn to ungrapple you.
It's going to... We have to be within 5 feet of him, but it is going to move backwards and take an opportunity attack.
I'm also not grappled, so...
Sure, make
Not
an
yet.
opportunity attack, Maximus.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that does hit. Roll the damage. Alright, it submerges itself into the pool of water.
Oh.
Renesmee.
Yes.
It's
I think
your
that's fire,
turn.
right?
I think it's your turn, Renesmee.
Okay.
Either the water's too deep or it leads to somewhere else. I don't know if we're still fighting this thing.
I would like to go
Or we're
here.
still in combat, which implies that we still have the
That's
ability to fight
1,
it.
2,
The Harkon's trying to bait
40,
us and chase
50.
it.
So you have to action dash to get there, Peach.
Okay, well, can I get like here?
No, because that's in Maximus' square and you can't end your turn.
Can I get here?
That's not a square you can end your turn on.
What about here?
That's an action dash.
What about?
I think you're just gonna have to action dash.
That's normal movement.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, well, can I?
1 second. Gosh, let's see.
If I do this, can I do that? Can I see it?
You could move a 5-foot cube of water, but you can't currently see the pool without Maximus blocking your sight, and I think you'd want to be fully inside the room.
Well, I'm quite tall. I'd like to. How tall are you, Maximus?
Well, then that means you should be hunching over because this passageway is only 5 feet tall.
That's fine, but
So
how
that
tall are
wouldn't,
you?
that wouldn't grant you height over him because you're both the
I
height
am
of the
6'1".
tunnel. Yeah.
Okay, I'm 5'7". Fine.
Yeah. Oh, wait. You thought you were really tall at 5'7"? Oh man.
How tall are you? 5'7".
A real Shaquille O'Neal.
I'm 5'2" in real life.
Oh no.
That means you are short. That doesn't make people who are 5'7" tall.
Sag. No bully.
Okay, I'm going to cast this again on you. Just.
On the same guy who hasn't used it yet?
Oh, sorry, on Dota.
Okay.
I didn't realize the Dota was right
concentration,
there.
so you can only cast it on one person.
And that means
Okay.
mine
And
ends.
it's already cast on Maximus, and he didn't use it.
Okay, never mind.
was
I'll
about-
just.
If you just want to cast something, just do Lesser Restoration because this poison's on me forever until it's
True.
cured.
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
lesser
I mean,
restoration.
You're
then.
supposed to roll at the end of every turn.
24
No,
hours.
not this poison one.
No, I
not the
double checked
poison
it.
one.
Yeah.
I'll do that, and I
Okay,
guess I'll get
great.
out of your way a little bit. Yeah.
Perfect. Lars, you are cured of the Oculus disease. Okay. Alright, Lars, it's your turn.
I still have freedom of movement. Does that mean I
Yeah,
can
you
move
do.
through allies without taking penalty?
Ooh, put it in chat, Peach. I think it says terrain and spells. I don't think it says, like, creatures, but it may say creatures. I don't know. Target moves unaffected by terrain, spells, or other magical effects. No, yeah, it's still going to cost an extra 5 to move through.
I think Maximus is a magical effect.
I think he's just a creature.
Finally, being underwater imposes penalties on the target's movement or attacks.
Oh yeah, I don't think that'd be the problem being underwater. I think there's some other ones like breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you shape waters around my head, and I have like
Yeah.
a astronaut helmet.
I could turn into a
No,
fish, go
no.
up, grab a bubble of air, go down, breathe
Oh,
into
what
his
the
mouth.
fuck? How do you? This is not how fish works. Be a. That's funny. That's
Yes, I will turn into a big fish.
No,
I
dude.
will take a cup of oxygen
Fish
and I
have
will go
gills.
and
They
breathe
don't
it
have-
into his mouth.
Fish have gills. They're not gonna be holding.
I
it.
have
just shape water
absolutely
and-
seen.
Just
No.
shape water around my head to make it like a helmet.
Oh yeah,
That is-
true.
Okay,
Haha, that's
move
what I
to
would
there,
do.
Lars. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, Maximus.
I will prepare dodge.
Okay. Well, yeah, dodge is just the action, so you're dodging. All right, Maximus.
Prepare dodge.
Okay, I'll, so that's 10, 15, nope, 10, 20, 30.
No, you're out of the mucus. The green line is the end of the mucus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll move up here then. I have 1 foot movement.
Great, you
I'll
look
peer
down into the
pool.
murky water. It looks like a Louisiana river.
I'll take my lance and poke into it.
Okay. How long is your lance?
He's trying to see if he
10
hits the
feet, right?
bottom, basically. Yeah.
10 feet, yep.
Does not hit the bottom, but let me think about that. 1 sec. Is there? I think you just get an attack at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then this is I can't make attacks with this.
With what?
Like,
oh,
it's-
your lance. Okay, yeah.
it's-
So you
it's
go
the
to poke
lance,
the
yeah,
bottom,
I
and you
can't-
feel
I
something
can't
grab
make-
your
I can't
lance,
make attacks.
and then the lance would probably just be yoinked into the pool. If you can't make attacks.
Oh.
You can make a strength saving throw to hold on to it if you want, but something in the pit
yes.
pool is going to
yeah,
pull
fuck
on.
that. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
absolutely fucking,
Strength save
yeah,
then
doing that.
against the creature as it attempts to yoink
And
your
if you
lance.
success, you pull him out.
No, you do pull your lance out successfully though.
Okay, thank God. Oh, that was really expensive.
All right. on
How
the
long do you
creature's
breathe
initi-
underwater? Reasonably.
A human? You make a con save when you go into the water, and it's that number of rounds. Alright, the Atiug is going to make its tentacle attacks. 2 of its tentacles burst up from the water, one going towards Lars. Actually, there's no reason to split up its attacks. Both going to Lars. They are disadvantaged because you're dodge action.
Action.
Alright, first one hits. You are grappled. Take 8 damage. Oh, what? Okay. And this tentacle is now fully out of the water, so it is like easily targetable. Yeah. Okay, Renesmee.
Is it targetable like cold shot or like that?
No, it's just targetable normally because now it's like it's locked onto something.
The only thing you can hit.
Oh, okay, alright.
Can I get out? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to drop. Can I get out of this naturally now?
No, you still gotta walk out. It's still goop.
I know, but like.
Oh, you're saying
30
movement speed
movement,
wide. Yeah,
how-
it'd be 10,
yeah.
20, 30, yeah. And then you'd end your turn exiting the goop.
Perfect. I'm going to. What causes more damage?
If we attack the tentacles, it's the same as attacking the body.
Can you what?
If we attack the tentacles, it's the same as attacking the body.
No. The tentacles still have separate HP.
I'll do produce flame, and I'll throw it at its tentacle because it's easily seen
Sounds good.
right now.
Yeah, make an attack against it. That
It's
misses.
gonna be okay.
You go to
Tentacle has an AC
move
high
and
still.
it has an
Separate
AC,
AC?
yes.
Oh yeah, I guess even at advantage, it was just a shitty roll.
Well, why would it be an advantage? Oh, you're saying
Because
the
his
roll
little
should say-
tentacles out. Hello.
That's not an advantage. Lars.
I mean, it's kind of flanking.
You have free to move it, so you can break out of this if you want. And the tentacle would withdraw back into the pool.
Well, if they have a separate
about to say,
HP, do we even care about
I
attacking
mean-
the tentacle?
Renesmee, did you say you could remove some water?
Well, no.
5 foot.
Not exactly. More like
Oh.
shape it.
Oh, okay.
I could. Well, I can
Yeah,
I mean,
decide to take
She
it
could
out.
bring it up to here, yeah.
Sure.
5
cubic feet
can't
per
just
turn,
shape it
yeah.
out. That's a lot of fucking water.
It is a water,
This
yeah,
pool
it's
is
a
not
lot
that
of
big.
It's not that big, yeah. What are you doing, Lars?
I'm reading.
Oh. Okay, he's taking out a tome.
But-
He's consulting the ancient texts.
Yes.
If it has a separate HP, we don't care about
The only reason to
tentacle.
do it is
We
because
don't
the
attack it,
tentacles
right?
can't attack you anymore. If they're dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
but
say that's a pretty
then we're
good.
kind of in the
I'd say
same
that's a pretty good
situation.
bonus.
Okay. Can
You
I break free
disadvantage
from its
to
grapple and still attack it?
No, the
Or is it
tentacle
then
withdraws when it's now a
You
cold
said-
shot once you break grapple, so it'd be like and it'd be withdrawing, so you'd maybe get 1 attack -10.
I'd say.
I think I would get an attack opportunity, actually.
No, it's not a separate creature. But you could get 1
Withdraw.
attack with -10. As it withdraws as quickly as possible.
Well, so if I attack it now, it's disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
And if it chooses to attack me, then it has advantage towards me.
Yeah.
Bozo. I'm breaking it.
Okay, alright, you break it, it instantly whiplashes across the chamber and splashes back down into the water. You're no longer grappled.
Again.
Alright, brace up again! Is that the end of your turn?
Oh no, we're diving
Okay.
in.
Great, what now? You're diving in?
Yeah.
Alright, let's look up water fighting conditions. Pac-Man.
Oh, he's
Well, I
not
have freedom of
affected by
movement.
them.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Alright, make a con save. Or, not con save, con check.
You got
Placed it.
Okay, you jump into the water. You have 13 rounds of air. So
That's a
quite
long
while.
fucking
It
time.
is
I
a
don't
long
even think
time,
most
yeah.
humans can breathe that long.
A minute and a half? A minute and 18
That
seconds?
seems
fighting?
seems like a lot.
You know what, Yogi, go do some research for us, okay? As you jump into the water. This pool is not that deep at all, so as you jump in,
30 to
you
90
are-
seconds is average.
30 to 90 seconds. Yeah, 90 seconds is about 90 seconds. Actually, less than
That's the
90
maximum
seconds.
of the average.
And you're an athlete, you know? It makes sense. That checks out. All right, you plunge into the water. You are face to face with the Atiug in its, home terrain, as it were. Miss. Hit. You
My
critical
God.
strike it right on the noggin. You impact it, and you feel bones crack under that strike. That was a nasty one, and it's starting to reach the limits of its abilities. Maximus, you just see murky water being splashed about. Any attacks in here are going to have a chance of hitting Maximus, or Lars, because you literally can't see shit.
How deep is it?
Deeper
You might
than
sink
10
to the bottom because you have your armor.
Yeah, if I go in there, I am not coming back out.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That would be a death
That's
sentence.
like how heavy armor works.
Based.
Not fucking
Jump
happening,
in.
dude. You are on your own in there. Sorry,
okay.
dude.
Yeah.
I have 17 temporary HP, and I also have freedom of movement, so we're okay.
Let me see if there's anything. So it's just murky. I can't see the thing,
It's just murky.
but I can see it.
Well, no, it's murky. Like, I mean, you know, fucking Louisiana Bayou. Like, it's literally unseeable beyond like an inch.
All right, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's just.
And it's splashing around because Lars is in. Or not, yeah, Lars is in there wrestling with the fucking thing. What was that, Peach?
Catch catfish back home.
Yeah, the goddamn catfish back home. Damn right, brother. Hell yeah.
Well, they stick their thumb in the thing and they pull it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, brother, go.
I'm
Two
gonna
goddamn catfish.
I'm gonna take my helmet off and start scooping the water out.
Well, you know, one day you'll get there. It's like digging your way to China. You'll get there one day. All right, it's the Atiog's turn.
And start fucking getting the water
I
out
think
of the
he's
thing.
got it. I think we just gotta wait for him.
All right, the creature is going to bite Lars. Miss tentacle
that's
Lars.
right.
Third one
Is
hits.
shape water a cantrip?
Yeah, it
All right,
is.
you take.
Oh.
How long does your?
Yeah, then-
It's a minute, right? Your thing.
Yes.
Okay. All right, you're grappled,
Yeah.
and you take 5 damage.
5.
5, yeah. It's reduced by half, right? Because your thing.
Yep.
Yep. All right, Renesmee.
I'd say
I don't
start
know if it's
shaking
even-
water out.
I don't know if it's worth it, because gravity's keeping him in there properly. If I start taking out water, then gravity's gonna bonk him
Oh.
down, and he's not gonna have advantage.
Oh.
What do you
okay,
mean?
I
What
guess.
do you mean grab?
What?
What?
Are you saying buoyancy? Like he's floating and then he'll go deeper?
Yeah,
if
like
you
he's
start moving
able
water?
to swim. Yeah, he's able to
Yeah,
swim
true.
freely. But as the water level goes down, if it
That
hits
is
his
true.
back, for example, he's gonna be fucked. Yeah.
Why?
That's kind of yeah,
Why?
true. Basically,
just
if she
how water
removes all the
works.
water from a pit, then he'd just be fighting the creature at the bottom of a pit instead of being able to float around freely in the water.
And he has freedom of movement, so
Okay.
why?
Can't you just remove enough so that I can start? Like I can at least see it a little bit. I can at least do something to
You
help
can
him.
start removing layers of water. So this is a
Yeah,
15 foot
sure.
long, 5 foot wide, 12 foot deep thing. So 5 cubic feet of water is going to remove, I don't want to do the exact math. I'm going to go double check this. I'm going to guess the top 3 or 4 feet of water, which means
Sure.
both Lars and the creature are fully under, still fully submerged.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you move the top layers of water. It where are you splashing it? Just in the depression that you're standing in.
Yeah.
All right, then you're at your feet becomes this congealed mess of water, blood from all the corpses, and mucus. It's a wonderful.
That's okay. You know what? Maybe the water will help leaven out the slime.
Yeah, maybe. Lars, what are you doing? Miss. Wow, Jesus. That is tough.
That's pretty rough.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume Dota's Chone. Okay, Maximus, it's your turn.
I guess I'm gonna fucking put my helmet back on and get my bow out. I'm going to ready a shot for when I can see the creature. I'm gonna
Okay.
shoot the creature.
On the creature's turn, it is going to do its full complement of attacks on Dido Burrito. Miss. Those two down there, they're really rolling back. Oh, I forgot about wisdom saves. Maximus, make a wisdom save.
I'm within 5 feet of it.
You are within 10 feet of it.
How deep did you say it was?
12 feet, but it's not at the bottom. That's why I captured
Did that
your
pass or
gravity
no?
lance thing. You passed him.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Pass.
All right.
Renesmee.
I'm just gonna
More water.
start taking out water.
All right, 3 more feet of water disappear, and that would make it 6 feet. So the creature's lower in the water, so it's still covered up by it, but you can see the top of Lars's head now. He's basically on his feet. Okay, Lars.
If she removes any more, is he gonna lose his ability to? I mean, he's still gonna be in some water.
Miss hit.
Jesus
hit.
Christ. It might honestly just not.
Lars,
be
you
necessary.
pummel one fist into the mouth, the other one into the other side. Several teeth break off and like shard into your hands, but you've suffered much worse wounds. This isn't damage inflicting. The creature is practically cringing away in agony. Blood, this thick black ichor. Oh, I totally forgot about it. I forgot about this feature. We'll just say just for this round because I fucked up on all the other ones. Make a one con save for the damage inflicted this round. Lars, you pass.
Damn.
All right, Maximus, you can see Lars's head, and that would kind of limit where the creature can be, so you can probably make disadvantage attacks at this point.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Just firing arrows into the muck. Miss. All right.
16 misses?
Indeed.
Yeah,
17 misses?
17 hits.
But it's
no,
disadvantage.
Oh, I see.
All right, the creature is going to bite tentacle onto Lars. Sheesh. That all hits. This could be it. This could be over, Lars, bros.
It's not. It literally can't be. Make
Make a con save, Lars. That's actually a lot of damage. Jesus. That's 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8 divided by 2, round up, 16 damage.
Thank
Oh no,
God you
my
passed
temporary
that.
HP.
I would have mauled it if we wasted that spell slot for the minor restoration.
it was always a risk. Razman.
I know. I'm
More
just
water.
shoveling
Well, I would
water.
have been. If
You
you didn't use
you
lesser
uncover
restoration, I
the-
wouldn't be hitting this guy right now.
True.
That would have
You
disadvantage.
uncover the back of the creature. It is now, there's only 3 feet of water at the bottom of this little this little lagoon. So it is easily visible because it's 5 feet tall at shoulder. You don't have any ready actions left, Maximus, because, new round. But
Yep.
it is
I'm
fully
aware.
exposed to range fire. Lars, you obviously break your grapple to start
Break the
your turn.
grapple.
Yeah. First hit,
Cringing,
Lars.
cringing, I'm
Describe it. How do you kill it?
cringing. I punch through the top of its head and squeeze its brain from the inside.
All right, the creature gurgles and like vomits almost, and you have to make one last con save.
That is so gross.
Yeah, and you survive. The black ichor,
damn.
however, is beginning to pool, congealing and mixing with the water. You're probably going to want to have someone to pull you up and out of there, so you're not around this black ichor blood much longer.
Oh,
Up, up.
Yeah, I'll reach down. I'll reach down to pull him out.
Yeah, you
give
pull
Lars
him up.
uppies.
Uppies.
I'm gonna shake water and grab the water that's pooling at my feet and then lift it over him and splash.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
over
you-
him. Yeah.
You once again, splash him off, and then you can refill up the pool if you want, so it diffuses the thick black ichor. So it's just, gross water rather than lethal water.
Yeah.
Level 1 exhaustion for
And
Lars.
you guys get XP, but we'll worry about that later. More importantly, this chamber seems to. It looks like a type of place. Well, one, there's a weird corpse here. It's a human, rather than a mongrel. Beyond that, the cultist has a iron holy symbol, and that is the only thing of note, I guess.
The cultist has a what?
Iron holy symbol
On the person's body?
around the cultist's neck.
Yes,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
recognize it.
Can I pull it off?
Actually, you would all probably recognize it because it's the thing that you've been investigating. It's a eye.
very
You
tiny.
saw it around the neck of the lady as well when you apprehended her in Red Dinium. So I think it's a bleeding eye. Don't quote me on that. I know it's an eye. I think it's bleeding.
All right. I'm gonna go back to the entrance with Gore. I'll see you later.
yeah. You move quickest
I'm
through
gonna
it because
steal
you're.
the necklace, if
Yeah,
that's
sure.
fine.
Yeah, you can take the necklace. There's nothing else in here. Maybe. In a
What should I
different world
label
there
it
would
as?
be. Raven holy symbol, something like that.
Okay.
All right, Lars, you leave
I
and
didn't say
rejoin
anything.
Gore.
Just bloody, beaten,
Yeah.
and out of breath. I just went back to the
Just
fucking
leave.
cave.
Based. Yogi, this is
Thank you,
you
Peach.
stole the reward from them. Imagine how good they would have felt getting that reward. Instead, you just ate it right up. Absolute villain. For real, for real.
Yummy.
Yummy.
They wouldn't
True.
have used it.
True.
They
Actually, they
wouldn't have
probably
used
wouldn't
it.
have. You know, that's
Yeah, I'll
based.
start.
Couldn't
I'll
have,
follow Lars out of here.
So you're
Couldn't
leaving the
have Yogi
cave.
just cast his portal, like his black hole here, and we could have just sat there and just waited for him to die. Is that the thing?
Well, no, the creature would have gotten pulled up into the black hole, so it would have kept fighting.
Okay.
So are you you're leaving the cave entirely? Because that's what Lars did.
Oh, he just left the whole cave entirely.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Are you going back to the portal?
No, yeah, I'm gonna go back to the portal over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait. Tap my foot a little.
Okay. Maximus, I assume you're going back to the portal as well.
Sure, why not?
Well, what a
Are
what
we
a
gonna
chase.
cross
What a-
over to their perspective?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, thank God, because I have to
Severus.
pee so bad. I'll be right back.
Severus and Zednius, the two of you guys have crossed over, And with your magic missiles, your twin magic missiles, magic mage hand, Jesus, your mage hand, the two of you guys move and shift and contort your way over towards the drag yourselves over to the office. There is, of course, the second bookshelf, which during the time of that fight you could have brought that up and dispersed its contents. There is the desk with its many drawers that are closed, as well as the alchemy set and the obsidian lectern.
Do you want to know what's in the drawers?
Of course.
Yeah, you approach the top drawer. It is locked.
I try to lockpick it.
All right, make a thieves' tools check.
Where are they at?
I'll look around for a key on like the lectern or something.
Sure, make a perception check. Severus, as you begin to toy with the lock and attempt to break into it, you get around the third gate, and as you fail, it ejects your thieves' tools magically.
Are they broken?
No, they're not broken.
Let's catch them. Like,
Yeah.
Can I catch them? I guess.
Can you what?
I can catch them, right? Not
Yeah,
that
you
one?
can catch them before they, because they get ejected. Oh wait, wait, holy fuck! That actually made me think about something. Because if they get ejected, they just spin off in that direction. There's no gravity pulling them to the floor for you to grab them.
I mean,
Make a
I'm
dexterity
holding them
saving
in my
throw.
hands, so.
Well, yeah, but they're getting forcibly ejected. So make a dex save to see if you can keep hold of them. There's a good chance. Your dex save's crazy high.
I'm sure it is.
And Zenius, no, you did not find a key. There's not one just like
25.
Yeah, you before it even leaves the keyhole, you have a firm grip.
Right.
You can take a minute if you want to try again.
No.
Okay.
I'll try to forcibly break open the thing.
With what?
By. What?
With what?
With my mithril dagger that I'll. It's a drawer, right?
Yeah, it's a drawer.
So
So you're
at
trying
the
to
top,
lever your
I'm
dagger
liberated
as
and try to enter it into the top where it meets where like the top of it edge meets the table.
Interesting.
And I'll stand and I'll sit on the desk during all of this. So if any of this like happens to eject forcibly like into any other direction,
Yeah, it goes up.
Yeah.
Okay. Just roll a flat d20 saving throw for the dagger because you're putting all the leverage on it. It's not a strength problem. I think you and Zednius are more than strong enough to break some
It's a
wood.
mithril
But
dagger.
I'm aware they're not unbreakable.
Okay. They're not?
Yeah, the mithril dagger holds strong. The two of you guys leveraging your strength, Zednius returning from the lectern, keyless, you pry open this top drawer. The wood splinters shatter and shoot off in a variety of directions. There's just no shot you're going to catch them all. And a couple of them pass through the floor and land in a chamber. And the mongrels, which, since you guys are on the surface of the ceiling, like literally 10 feet beneath you, one of the mongrel babies that looks kind of like a pig mixed with a lion just squeals and sprints out of the room. But you can go into this top drawer. Inside, there is a stone.
I'll ask Zednius.
Let's take it.
Without touching it. Can you flash the eyes for a second?
That doesn't sound smart.
Oh yeah, this place is probably full with magic.
Yeah, I
Do
think
you
this
have
whole
a
place
handkerchief or
is...
something?
Do I have a handkerchief? I've got these clothes. I mean,
Hey, you look at my hands.
let's just take it with us and then we'll look at it later.
Yeah, let's just make sure not to touch it in case it's like dangerous.
Yeah,
Like,
you keep
with
a
everything.
barrier of cloth between you and the stone. Yeah, you deposit it in one of your bags. Someone, let's say Zednius recorded on your sheet, just so we don't forget.
Okay.
Right, are there more drawers?
There are 3 others, yeah.
I'm gonna try to, with my mage hand, lockpick the next one, and I'll like crouch in front of it with like my backpack in front of my face, so in case the thieves tools get ejected,
So they'll hit the backpack and then just go
they
flying.
hit the backpack and don't go flying
Okay.
to nowhere.
Yeah. While he's doing that, while you roll these tools, Severus, Zednius, do you have any other things you want to be doing, or are you just waiting for Severus to break through each of these successively?
anything else on that lectern? I know I didn't see a key.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, over on the lectern, so you can inspect it a bit more closely. Roll an Arcana check as you begin to inspect the pattern on the speaking portion, like where you put a script of the lectern.
Well,
yeah, there's things in here, things carved. There's obviously the dried blood, as mentioned before, but you've no idea what its purpose is. It's just glyphs of some magic type you're not familiar with.
It's not like Elvish or
no, it's not a
language.
Off the book. It's types of magic. Okay. It's a type of magical spell that you just don't recognize. Severus, you click and unlock this drawer. Inside, you see pots and pots and pots of arcane ink, which are used by wizards to transcribe a spell from one book to another.
Oh shit! I'm taking all of it.
14 pots of it.
How much do they weigh per?
Nothing. Functionally nothing. 0.1 of a pound. We'll go with that.
When you say 14, what is that worth total?
Like 14 times 5 gold.
Or something. What? That's nothing. That's like not even one spell.
What? That's like, what are you talking about?
No, one spell is it's 100 gold per spell.
What are you talking about? No, it's 5 gold per level of spell. Jesus.
Is it in your world?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Why would I adjust the prices of everything and then not adjust the spell transcribing stuff?
I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah, it's about 5 gold. It's 5 gold per spell level. So this is about.
I should have realized that you would.
14 times 5, whatever that number is. 50 plus 20, 70. 70 gold. So $70,000 worth of ink pots.
Hog. Right. Anything else in that drawer?
No, not in that drawer.
All right, next drawer.
All right, thieves' tools.
The same MO.
Mm-hmm. All right, it clicks and opens, and inside there is several objects which on their own I don't think mean anything to you. There's a feather pen. There is a it looks almost like a necklace, like with like a red gem centered in the middle. And then there is a normal just feather. It seems to have black coloration and sort of a gradient from white to black. So
separately, pen. They don't mean anything to me.
But yeah.
Like, together, do they mean anything?
No, I just mean like. I mean, does that mean anything to you? A feather pen, a necklace, and a pen, or and a feather? Sorry, feather pen, necklace, feather. It doesn't really.
No, I'm just
feather.
It looks pretty similar to one, yeah.
Oh, that's a great call, yeah. I'll just take it all for now.
Okay, sure. Add them separately to your sheet. Feather pen, necklace
the last
with
one,
red.
I believe.
Yes, last one. Yeah, make a thieves' tools check.
Wait, sorry. Let me just.
Do I see anything that looks like Raven Kingy in here?
Answering Severus's question, it's a feather pen, a necklace with a ruby, and we'll call it Raven Feather, if that's what you believe it is. Black Feather is what it is. And then Zednius, to answer your question, what do you mean by Raven Kingy?
Well, there were a lot of, trinkets left at the altars. I saw the statue of
yeah, if you're looking for that sort of thing.
Insignia.
Yeah, if you're looking for that sort of thing, all the bookends on the shelves, they are these little bronze statues of a man in a feathered cloak. And that's just what they used as the bookends on the shelves. The wood is carved with the image of a raven, like sitting on a branch. It's like carved. It's like very ornate, carved on all along the bookshelves. In terms of physical trinkets, you can yoink no.
Oh.
Severus, you and Zednius need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
That's for
I'm
the
not
last
great
one.
at those.
But yeah. Assuming.
Alrighty, that is a pass for Severus, and I need to check the spell level of the caster. Oh no, sorry, that's a definite fail for Zednius. What's the die? Okay. Do you have the evasion feature yet, Severus?
Yes.
Okay, then you take 0 damage from this.
I'll post it right there.
Yes, you're good. You're fine. A glyph of warding triggers, and an explosion detonates in the office. Everything's going to go flying in every direction, including you guys. Well, sorry, including Zednius, not Severus. So Zednius, you take 25 fire damage. Severus, you take 0. So I guess you either duck. I guess how would you even do this? I don't know. It's exploding radially. You can't duck down because then you'd be in the floor. Explain to me. Hecko, explain. How are you dodging this?
Alright. It's quite easy.
Oh,
so
okay.
because we are in weird non-gravitational space, or low gravity space at least, I will just leverage myself because it will radially go out, but it will go out from one side of the desk first.
Yes.
So I'll just leverage myself on the other side of the desk, and as it starts as it starts like enveloping that other side, I will just use my cloak to shield myself from the.
Okay, so it's a quick
from the
reaction,
remaining.
leaping over the desk and then kicking yourself off and pulling your cloak around you. All right, that
Yeah,
satisfies
like hoping
me.
to get some
So
distance.
am I flying away now very
Well,
quickly?
that's the thing, Zednius. So I see 4 easy directions, 4 discrete directions you could go. You can
Uh-oh.
go down, which would be the worst one.
No,
Up,
I
which would be
have an
whatever.
incredible save, you know,
Left,
at
right.
26.
Yeah, you do,
Can I
and you
help
save
him in any
yourself
way?
just fine. Zednius,
Okay.
roll a d4. Just roll a d2, because literally there. No, I guess it would be a d4, because. Wait, fuck. Okay, let's think about this. No, we're talking about 3-dimensional space. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah, that's 8.
As long as you don't. Yeah, be a d8. But you didn't roll 1, so you're fine. You get blasted up at some awkward angle, and more importantly, there are things that do go through the floor. The entire bottom of the desk goes into the floor, including the contents, whatever that final drawer was. You guys already got out the bookshelf, so the obsidian lectern gets knocked off balance and tilts and then flies into the floor. Basically, the remaining contents of this office just dump into the room beneath. You hear surprise screams, and quickly soldiers rush in and begin to stab the remnants of things with halberds, 10 feet beneath you. But
Are
with
the
your mage
soldiers
hands,
monsters?
everything in there is a mongrel, yeah.
Wait, did the explosion pierce into the room below us?
No.
Interesting.
You guys can right yourselves with mage hand. You're still singeing, smoke is still twirling from your garb, Zednius. Little bits of it.
I'll message him and ask, you alright?
That hurt. Why didn't you warn me that was gonna happen?
I'll say, because I didn't know. I fucked up the lock real bad. Sorry.
He says with no injuries. Well. Now what?
So you said the contents of all of it is just down on the.
Yeah, I think most of it's like little shards of wood are flying around. Maybe like a singed page from like a book that was in one of the lower drawers. But nothing would have survived that.
Nothing of it is recoverable.
No, even the alchemy set is like shattered into splinters and is spread all across this space, as well as a decent chunk of it went down into the room below.
I want to where does it? What looks like the main spot of this realm? I guess because it's got guards. So is it like a palace?
Yeah, we can talk a bit more about this realm. You and Severus can float around a little bit, do a bit of sightseeing. As I discussed with Peach, it is 10 feet tall. There is no point of it that it goes higher than 10 feet or below 10 feet. In fact, if you really want to, you can loop around to the bottom side, and it's going to be literally identical to the top, but it doesn't have a portal. But exploring this realm, there is a central chamber. This central chamber has a portal that resembles the one that you guys use to get in here, as well as the one in the real world. A little jagged sliver through space. This is guarded by a squad, if you want to call it, of 12 mongrel folk that look particularly nasty, like combinations of creatures that just instinctually tell you this would be a nightmare to fight. Like one of them is a rhinoceros, lion, cheetah, all combined into one. Like that's going to be annoying to fight. There's one which has a dragon's head, which is bizarre, and then other, assorted body parts. So it seems to be the baddest mofos have been positioned in the central chamber. And then radially spreading out from there is everything. There is a room which has been converted into almost a hydroponics area where dirt and water have been spread across the floor. There's a chamber which looks like a larder. There are human corpses in there as well, hung up alongside cuts of deer and other things which have been harvested and placed here. And then there is a temple, what seems to be a temple. There is a central statue, which is made in the usual sort of poor style of these abominations. It's made up of scraps of wood and metal and probably just random bits they've gathered over time. And it looks like a tall man, about as tall as you or Severus, with a cloak draped around his shoulders and a single ruby socketed in his right eye.
Oh. Trevor, look at that.
You bit. I was about to say I'm gonna take a photo. Oh, good one. This 2 a.m. brain be like that.
Zoomer moment. Oh my god.
Try to get that ruby.
There's tons of people in this. I mean, there's tons of abominations in this.
Okay.
That
How
church.
big is the room with the portal?
It's
how
about
big is it?
80 feet by 80 feet across. And it's like the
80
central
by
hive mind.
80.
It connects all the other parts of this labyrinth.
Wait, there's a portal?
Yeah, that was the first thing I described.
There's a room with mega mongrels, and they're guarding a portal.
Oh shit, maybe we should just...
Kilo drop into that room.
No?
Yeah, it's not something we haven't done before.
Oh, also, since you have some free time to like go around any direction of the labyrinth, you can confirm there is a ceiling, there is a floor, there are walls. It's just when you're directly above them in this realm, you see straight through them. So when you go to the bottom side of the labyrinth, you can look up and see a ceiling.
Was Heko able to like grab something from inside the no-clip area?
There was a discussion of maybe
yeah,
doing
I'll
it.
try to move my mage hand through the ceiling down into.
Okay.
The room.
So, do you want to do this in an empty room or one with a person in it? Or a mongrel? Okay. You find an empty chamber.
Still people. Just call them person.
No. You pick a larder. You pick a larder. Inside there is a human woman strung up. She's she's very dead, and she's been carved off. Her leg has already been hacked off, and there's other bits of meat, mostly tubers and other things that last a long time in an environment like this. And you summon a hand outside of the labyrinth. You push it through. It goes right through the ceiling.
And then I'll try to bring it back out, moving it.
You move it, and it can't go through.
Okay, so it's a one-way ticket. Very it's so wacky.
Well, we probably shouldn't go in there then.
Yeah. Wait. I mean, we could literally kill everything inside without going inside. Just shooting arrows, blasts. They couldn't retaliate.
That's assuming. Well, something can get in this area because there is the library.
Yeah, I guess they might, but none of them have realized so far that like we dropped some shit on it. I feel like if you're living in some weird, you're living in some weird magic dungeon where there's like,
okay.
There's no
I'm gonna go to a room with one mongrel in it.
No such room exists. The mongrels are deeply, deeply social.
Okay, is there a room with like only one adult mongrel in it?
Oh yeah, there's a nursery.
Okay. Let's go kill the nurse.
There are 6 tiny little cubs, as it were, though each creature would technically have its own title. A full cub, people. A puppy.
How consider themselves not people?
Just because they're not people doesn't mean they don't have worth, okay? They aren't people, and they have value. And there is a single adult mongrel, and it seems to be...
the humans they strung up for food.
This society seems to have organized themselves around, sort of like almost like a caste system, where the nurse here seems to have, animal traits that you'd associate with being a good nurse. She's, part of her is a cow. There's a goat. There is a wolf arm, like claws.
Yeah, it's just BoJack
I said that out loud.
Yeah, it's like BoJack Horseman, but all body parts, different animals combined together. Yeah. So there is a single adult female, maybe, creature in this room.
I'll shoot an arrow at them with my shot.
Interesting.
Before you do that, I'm gonna ask: are you sure we want to kill the one that might be, this might piss them off more than just killing a soldier or something?
I mean, this one's the easiest with no witnesses.
You read more Aurelian Soul recently than I have. If you think he's okay with it.
Wait, unironic question. What is this for?
We want to
curiosity.
Well, you already know you know. You already know you can because you did it with the mage hand. Why would it lose force when he goes inside?
Because
it would only gain
magic is very
force
consistent in Hakon's world.
It is actually very consistent.
Which means
it would only gain force because gravity would start acting on it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to test this. I think you guys already know that it works, and if you really want to do it, then
free XP,
right?
Free XP. Jesus Christ! You think there's XP for this random nurse?
Yeah, we're killing the babies as well.
It's an XP farm.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a Minecraft mob farm where the spawners at.
Please, we found a fucking spawner.
So the spawners are grown women, and they're normal.
No, as you said, they're not people. They're aberrations. They're
well, no, these are not aberrations.
These are just weird mutations.
They're just not human beings, right? Okay.
Anyway, I killed this. I shoot the nurse.
Okay, make an attack.
I
With
assume
advantage because
advantage
it's from
because she's
stealth.
got a
Yeah.
weapon.
Hey, I'm not convinced she's
Wait.
evil, but
Yeah.
hey, you missed.
Yeah, man.
Surely
There
that
you go.
portal
The
that
second
they
one
had
hits
there
with
wasn't
sneak.
come through.
The second one hits with sneak attack.
Wait,
Alright.
wouldn't it be really hard because you're shooting without gravity and then it's going into an area with gravity?
No, it wouldn't be hard at all. You just shoot directly from above.
You know,
Oh,
18
I see.
damage.
Yeah, it's obvious. I mean,
Oh my
it's
God.
exactly what you'd expect. It plunges into her neck. She gurgles for a few moments and drops to the ground dead. The cubs, kittens, infants, puppies all begin to weep and sob and scream for adults. And
Pin her soul there. Am I able to do that?
Put the feature in chat. I don't know. That's an interesting
So
question.
based!
That is
You're gonna
so.
what?
That is so fucked.
He's gonna take a fucking soul.
Um.
Time to
Where's it
farm
at?
some souls, huh?
Well, what if her soul
my
doesn't look like a
God.
weird mongrel? You know, it's interesting.
Wait, maybe we should bring Hetigal and just have him eat everything.
Beginning 3 times during a short rest. When a creature with you may force its teacher to stay upon. Okay, yeah, you begin this tether and you see a adult human woman, in spirit form, standing over the corpse of the boy. Only you see it. You don't have to tell Severus what he did.
Not a mongrel.
Congrats, if you were good, you're no longer good. Get fucked.
No,
Alright,
no,
lawful
no,
evil.
he didn't know. He didn't know, to be fair. But if Zednius tells him and he continues, then he does know. What are you doing, Zednius? You see it. Do you want to devour it? It's not going to be there much longer. And people are coming.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, Severus, from your perspective, you watch as Zednius' eyes glow. They go black like void. And then he raises out his hand, and you see this stream of light. And for the briefest moment, you do see the full form of this spirit, a adult woman. There's nothing. She's not a mutant. She's not anything. She's just an adult woman in her mid, probably 40s. And she screams in utter horror and agony as she is absorbed through Zednius' mouth.
That was these mongrels used to be people.
I look at him like after he's
Oh
absorbed
my
the soul.
God.
Like, so why did you
but now they're
absorb
dead
the
now.
soul
Who cares?
then?
The room is rushed with guards as they begin to look around in surprise and see this murdered woman. And
We're just gonna have
they're
like
grabbing.
we're just gonna have like a theological discussion right above them.
I mean, okay, yeah. Just so you know, while you guys are
If we-
talking, they are like
Can they
rushing
hear us?
underneath you and taking away the kids and the body.
Okay, yeah.
Can they hear it?
How would you?
When
Do you want to test?
Severus
It?
is talking?
You want to like shout down at them?
Kinda. Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
What do you say?
Hello?
You say hello. There's no reaction.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna use my tongue spell because they probably don't understand hello.
Have you? I mean,
I'm gonna say hello in all the languages I know. In Common,
you-
Dwarvish,
By the time you
Humanitarian,
finish saying
Mythos,
hello, the room has been.
Sylvan,
All the children have been removed from the room, and the corpse of the woman has been removed as well. And you see this beehive of activity is spreading across the labyrinth, and they all seem to be congregating at that central temple.
Let's go check it out.
You guys float over, still looking through these strange surfaces, and at the temple you see it's filled with probably the whole community. It gives you the best census you've gotten so far, probably around 500
Holy shit.
individuals.
so what about your feature that spotters things?
A usual sort of dispersion of adult like about 30% adult males, 30% adult women, rest are kids to teenagers. All of them bear these mutations and scars. Not scars, just like mutations. And the body of the woman is placed directly in front of the statue with the single ruby eye. And this seems to be, though by no metric can you understand a single lick of what is being said here. This seems to be some sort of religious ritual. Lots of kneeling and like begging, it looks like on their hands and knees looking at the statue begging. Most people are crying or look terrified.
Okay, time to fireball them all.
Are you killing them all? Is that what you just said?
What? No, I'm joking. Stop.
He's joking.
Just
Pepe.
saying, it's a perfect fireball setup. Okay.
Lock the door in there, Severus, and I'll blast them all.
Wait, did you actually say that?
Sure. We could do it.
You know, you said they're people. Maybe we shouldn't kill them.
Oh, right. But they chose this, right? Or do you think they're forced into it?
Jesus fucking
Why would you choose
Christ.
this? Who would choose this in their right minds? I mean,
I'm
Do you
gonna
think-
try and.
the question is, do you think we're like Do you think we're?
I think we're being
suffering?
We're.
I mean, actually,
it's like I don't think that they know they're suffering, right? But they are pretty monstrous.
I mean, would you kill a disabled person?
Is that what this is?
Oh my god!
I'm just saying, like,
Christ.
if you kill these people, then you would kill a disabled person. Like, that's the same moral argument, right?
You're the one that
you
killed them. I don't know.
stream this?
Like killing someone. I feel like this is morally pretty clearly wrong.
But what if we don't kill them and they come out and then they just start killing people? Do we have to wait in response, or can we do a preemptive?
I don't see no trolley rolling towards anybody else. We are the trolley, okay?
What a... Can I... Is Hagal really hard to summon right now? He won't summon?
He will not respond to summons, yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a feast for...
And no one else knows. Those guys are fighting for their life against an audio while you two are just floating above this contemplating mass murder.
Yeah, we're just like invisible, like evil gods.
Yeah, no clipping.
Like, how do we do this?
Oh god.
Seems kind of interesting. We're kind of bored.
I'm gonna ritually do comprehend languages and see if I can understand what they're saying in there.
Put comprehend languages in chat. I'm like 99% sure this is not going to work because I think we tried it before against that other mongrel.
You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language?
It's not a language, so no. You can cast it after 10 minutes, but no, it is still just yips and barks and snorts and growls and shrieks and all the other animal noises.
What about the portal? Are the guards still there?
Yes.
I'll take a ball bearing and I'll throw it through the portal. But I'll throw it so it's like I throw it like I've tried to throw it, so the gods can very much see it going through.
Okay. Yeah, the portal opens fully. The ball bearing passes through. You guys hear a noise echo throughout this abyss, and you can look up. Yes, and the same time that portal in the room opens, the one that you guys entered through also opens. And I guess we cut to Renesmee and Maximus. The two of you guys are sitting, organizing these. There's a whole new shipment of books. And you watch as a ball bearing rolls out onto the floor.
Oh no. What did we just do?
Well, we just killed the rest of the party.
So far, the guards just seem more confused than anything else. One of them begins to run in the direction of the temple. Maximus and Renesmee, how do you respond to this ball bearing? Is there any response?
Why are we going in?
Yeah,
why are we going
fair.
in the no clip zone and everybody else is going through?
Maybe it's based on
I'll
intelligence.
probably back up because I know that the books were flying out. I wasn't paying attention, so I actually don't know what the fuck is happening.
Perfect. That's awesome. Yeah, a ball bearing rolls out.
I'm just gonna back up.
Okay. Yeah, you back up.
A lot.
Well, it's probably better that you don't know what we did. We're horrible people.
So
I think you were like genociding, but whatever you, I started tuning in.
You were
to,
genociding,
we
but you
just
know.
killed the party.
Spies be boys.
Okay, he killed like a daycare provider. Okay, that's what he did. I
Okay, that's good.
watched. I told him not to do
yeah,
it.
you just
know,
watched. You didn't eat her solar.
Well, she was spreading the
Your hands
agenda.
are tied. Yeah.
So what are you guys doing now? Like one guard's running off to the temple.
How many are left?
11.
I wanna. Oh, there's 11 big boys. Okay.
There's 12 big boys.
How far is the
I
temple
don't have that
from
many
the
arrows.
portal?
It's about. They're actually very close together. It seems to have been one of the first major like construction projects they underwent. So it's about 60 feet. So
How
about
close
one
is the
roundabout dash.
ruby to the wall?
How close is the ruby? So the statue? It's like 2 feet. It's almost the head of the statue scrapes the ceiling.
Wait. Okay, I have an experiment.
I know what I want to try and do.
Oh my god. Okay, continue.
I want to pull out like a. You know that was like wooden shit, right? Flying around.
Like splinters of wood, yeah, from the exploded desk.
Can I just grab like a splinter that's like at least like 5 centimeters long, something like that?
They've
Well,
all
2 inches
shot up in all
for you.
directions. There's not any just like floating
Is
about.
there anything like okay? Well, in that case, I'll just take like a I'll take an arrow
Okay.
in my mage hand,
Okay.
and then I'll pick a part where no one should be able to see.
Okay.
No one's there right now, hopefully.
Okay.
And I'll just have the mage hand put the arrow partially through the wall, and then just hold it there.
It
Half the arrow's
snaps.
inside, half the arrow's out.
And
After
half
how
the
long?
arrow remains on the top, half the arrow remains on and
After
falls
how
through
long?
the floor. Instantly, the second you stop moving.
The second you stop moving.
Can you grab that ruby with your invisible mage hand
Yes, but how am I gonna get it out?
through the portal?
You're gonna drag it
But I have no idea where the
On the
portal leads
ceiling.
to.
Oh my god.
I don't have any clue where the portal
No,
leads.
check this out. Well, we saw the portal up top open up, right? Maybe it goes through that upper portal.
I feel like that's slightly metagaming.
I don't think so at all. I mean, they literally opened at the exact same time.
We saw the portal open up.
Well, in that case, sure, I'll try to dislodge the ruby from
Okay,
the
wait, sorry, we
statue.
gotta take this real slow if we're about to steal this ruby while literally the entire community is watching. So we gotta slow down. So you guys float over towards the temple. The guard who is at the main entrance has come inside, and he seems to have gathered the attention of the main community, and he is now standing directly next to the statue, snorting. He's a dragon, so he snorts, and bouts of little bursts of flame exit from his nostrils. And sitting next to him, there's the corpse of the woman in front, directly in front of the statue, and then he's standing next to it, and then there's the statue itself with the ruby socketed in one eye.
Okay, let me know if it's loose before you take it.
So you are summoning a invisible mage hand in front of the statue,
Yeah,
while the whole
I'll
community
try
is in
to-
that room.
Yeah, it's invisible.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, sure. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, and then I'll try to. Is the ruby loose at all?
Yeah, invisibly, your hand grasps it, you do it gently. No, it is not loose.
Okay. So, yeah, it's not loose at all.
How hard do you think you'd have to try to get it out?
Do I have any clue about that?
You can give it the slightest of tugs. It's like, it's like playing Jenga, like the different, it's in there, you'd have to tug it real hard to figure out how, locked in there it is. Also, the statue isn't very well constructed, so there's a higher chance you tip over the whole statue than you remove this.
In that case,
But
I'll
then the
try
ruby
to
would be
pull it
loose
out.
on the
I'll try
ground.
to lever the bottom of it towards the top so it snaps off.
Okay. As the ruby begins to move in place, the whole community watches, and there's oohs and ahs, and someone steps forward and grabs the statue, not the ruby, but the statue. And as you snap off a wooden bar, a roar exits throughout the chamber, and there is, absolute pandemonium. People go running in all different directions. The door of the temple is burst open. That one Giga guard, he exits the room and begins to shout, and you see him sprinting in the direction of the portal.
Fuck.
Wait, so did it not come loose?
It's like 50% snapped off. You got pulled a little bit harder.
Well, that guard, I think he's going through the portal.
He's about halfway there now.
All right,
He's
rip it
shouting
out.
He's roaring in
I'll
the
rip it
direction
out.
of the other guards. You fully remove the portal. You fully remove the ruby. It is now held directly in your invisible mage hand, floating in the air. The temple's almost fully evacuated. Most people have run. All 12 of the guards are now moving in the direction of the portal.
Alright,
Wait, of the portal?
The portal, yes.
There's two portals, Peach. There's one inside the dungeon and one out of bounds, but they seem to be connected. So you're gonna have to deal with like 20 guards in a few seconds. Good luck.
I'm going to turn into a fucking ant.
So
crawl
you have
away.
about 6 more seconds
Stopped.
before those guards move through the portal. What are you doing? You have this. You're holding this ruby.
Darkness on the portal.
Okay, you cast darkness on the portal.
Kalum Rasa.
Yep, you cast darkness on the portal. I don't think that would impact it because they can just feel around until they hit it, and then it would open up and pull them through. So we are going to take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to cut back to Renesmee and Maximus. Wow, that was.
Well, the session is pretty much exactly over now, right?
No, we're going for 4 hours.
No,
We got
9:30.
30 minutes left.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We started. 30
That's all
minutes
right.
late.
That's all right. All
Well-
right. 5-minute break, and we'll be back. All right.
Do we have to roll initiative?
Yes, we do actually. So we are back. We are rolling into initiative as 3 of these emerge from the portal, ready to murder.
I was watching the portal very intently, and I was backing up.
You did say you were
I
a little
thought
bit
that
further
shit-
back, so you can be back there.
Yeah. I thought that things were about to get crazy.
That's fair. The ball bearing
Is it
was a
faster-
very big
I thought it was
indicator.
gonna get crazy because like things were gonna come flying out. Not necessarily.
Is it faster for Heko and Yogi to drop from the ceiling into the portal?
Yes,
Instead of going back to the
significantly. It'd take them like 3 rounds to do that. But we'd have to go do an alternate combat there because that place is literally chock full of lesser Mongol
Yeah, but they-
warriors.
The portal
They do
starts.
it from the
can't see
ceiling
us if we
straight
do it
into
from
it.
the darkness.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, true. You can drop down straight from the ceiling, but also you can't see into darkness, so it's the same problem for you.
Does
Since
the
we
dark
were,
emerge from the other side of the portal?
No.
this is life or death calls right now, literally. So
Yeah,
since we were
sure.
watching the portal, and I was watching very intently, do I get a reaction or something?
No.
They pop out and they get to go first.
No, they
by
don't get to go
10
first. You
seconds.
just roll into initiative, and they won the initiative call, so yeah, they do act first. But I mean, that's just how initiative. Because like the only instance where you'd ever get to act before them is if you have a surprise round on them, but there's no shot
if you're
because they
ready
know
in
you're
action,
out there,
right?
or if you win initiative, or if you're ready in action, which I don't know how you ever would have because you'd be readying it for like 10 minutes because the ball bearing came through a while ago. So
Yeah.
All right,
That's fine.
this one can't go through the portal because he's caught. Actually, he probably got a bit right there. Okay, this mongrel will act first. He's going to move in the direction of Renesmee, and he's going to make a halberd attack. 16 against Renesmee hits. He
Hits,
cleaves
yeah.
for 5 slashing damage. Pretty bad. This one can't move through the portal. This one can't move through the portal. Maximus.
It gets cucked. I think I might just have to eat these on the chin. I don't think there's going to be any way of getting around it.
I mean, you know
Wait,
the
I just
outline of
go
this
up here?
cave. You could indeed go up there. Are you planning on standing and fighting?
When I'm clicking, oh never mind,
I'm
it's
just.
working now.
Is that normal movement to like?
That is normal movement, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I can avoid their opportunity
yeah,
attacks by
yeah.
just going
Yeah.
fucking. I'm action dashing. If
Okay,
that
do you have a
was
torch? You don't have a torch lit at the moment. Actually, no, one of you would have to have a torch lit. So which one, Maximus or Renesmee? Actually, I'm sure
I
I
have
do
a
too.
bunch of
Dark vision.
I have a bunch of them on
Well, no,
me,
that wore off a
and,
long
yeah.
time ago. Doesn't it
I
last
have
just
a
an
bunch of
hour?
them on me.
I'm pretty sure it lasts like an hour.
Yeah, and they were fucking around in there for a fat minute.
I have.
Yeah, but they were doing that while we were doing the
The
fight.
combat took 1 minute to happen.
Oh.
They were in there for a lot longer than 1 minute. I could go.
I
My
would-
guess is if we check the lot, it's maybe 40 minutes. So yeah, you have a dark vision a little bit longer. So that would mean
Okay,
Oh,
so
the duration is
I-
8 hours.
oh, okay, then yeah, you definitely have it.
Okay,
Anyway, do you have a torch, Max?
I have a torch. All right.
Yeah, sorry.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That works as long as you don't end your turn there.
5,
That works.
6.
That
Yeah,
works.
bye bye, Renesmee. I'm sorry. This is.
No, it's okay. Get out. I'm glad you're doing this.
I mean, I can't see.
There you go. In fact, I'll just like the
Ciao.
way to the exit.
Wait,
Yeah, that'd be. I go like.
Harkon, if
down
they're
there.
running through the portal, how far away is the portal they're running through from me?
I told you it's like 2 rounds away.
Yeah, because then Renesmee, you're gonna run past me.
So I just want to
before
start
most
shooting
of them
at.
take their turn. Okay, yeah.
I just want to start shooting at the ones that are trying to run through the portal.
They're running into darkness, so you can't. They're all in darkness already.
Well, they're not. Are they all in darkness
Yeah,
already?
specifically because he said he cast darkness. I said, all right, they start stumbling through the darkness. One hits the portal, and that's the second we're rolling into initiative. So there's no reason why one wouldn't be and the rest would be. They're pretty wide area.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I feel the initiative's fucked up somehow.
Fuck, dude.
Did I just
did.
yoink? Yeah, did I just yoink Renesmee's initiative?
You did.
Okay, I was like, nothing wrong there. Renesmee, what do you do?
Alright.
I am going to cast Plant Growth
Okay.
over here. Or here. Or
All normal.
there.
I don't
or...
think you want to cast this. There's no plants in this cave, and it requires normal. And it only overgrows normal plants.
No. Oh, it
Target
does.
plants within a specific. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
It's it's like one mushroom, not a big deal. Giga mushrooms.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I'd
Well,
say just-
that fucks me.
Yeah.
I'd say just disengage and don't disengage. Action dash, keep the opportunity attack, because then you're going to end up farther away from them than I am.
Yeah.
Right?
Should I try to?
Fast, right?
Wait. Can I speak? Shush, Yogi. You put us into this life or death situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I change into something that runs faster?
You could, but you
don't-
currently can move 60 feet around, so you get out of here in like 3 rounds if you just sprint.
Yeah, I
think
don't think there's any point in that. Just fucking
Okay.
you get out of here in 2 rounds, maybe even
Alright.
fucking really close to you get like over there.
Jeez, that's so
there,
far. What the
some
fuck?
shit.
Okay, I'll do that then.
You
yeah.
giga sprint. Boom, 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 boom. You take an opportunity attack, but I mean, halberd attacks. Who even
That's
cares? They're
fine.
just halberd attacks. I think that hits. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, it does.
13. 13 slash damage.
Damn.
Jesus. Alright, these ones are cucked at the entrance. This one's not cucked. He is sprinting full speed. And 55 feet. Pogger is 5 movement left.
And
That means he's
attack,
going
though.
right there. No, he can't. Okay, this one's cocked at the entrance. Cocked at the entrance.
Oh god, I'm so happy that most
This
of them
one
are
is
just cucked.
action dashing to here. Can't go. Can't go.
Can I get through there?
Yeah. Can't
Okay, alright.
go. Can go. All right. This one is going to
Oh fuck!
action dash.
I think I see where this is
You
going.
can't reach it. Fuck. Oh, wait, this one can though.
Oh fuck me.
All right. This one is going to move into the portal. That's 5 feet of movement. Now he has 55 feet remaining. If the action dashes, boom. And this one moves into the portal, and he has 55 feet of movement remaining. Okay, Maximus has a lot of opportunity attacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I take 3 of them. None of them are at advantage because
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're opportunity attacks. They wouldn't have an advantage to begin with, but yeah, you take 3
Ding
to,
dong
for
ding.
now. Yep,
so that's
3 for now. And
Another
then
one?
4 hit for
that one hits.
7 slash.
7. Oh no, what a shame. And one more.
Alright. Miss.
Tink. Okay.
Alright,
so
so
that
that's
leaves me
20 feet of
with-
movement, so 40 left.
That is 15 feet of movement.
Oh, I'm stroke memento. Alright, you have 45 left. Okay. Yep, almost out of there. Yeah, I was just about to get there, Lars. So I can't help but reference Indiana Jones because it just matches this situation so perfectly. It's that scene where Indy's running over the hill and then the natives emerge from behind him. You hear all this commotion and snorts and howls and roars coming from the cavern, and you hear clunk, 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 clunk as Maximus runs forward. And then on Renesmee's turn, I assume you're action dashing, Renesmee?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Renesmee bursts out of the tunnel entrance. You know, Renesmee, what do you tell the professor and Lars as you see the two of them near the entrance with the horses?
I'm just the portal. We need to get out of here fast. Wait until Maximus gets up. I'll like put my arm back to try and help him up.
Okay.
Getting out.
All right. Then, since I'm gonna do some quick, I'm just gonna speed forward. There are other Mongols that be running, but there's no point in doing it because it's really the ones that are close that have any chance.
You're breaking up really
Holy
bad.
robot.
Yeah, you're fucking. You're roboting.
Was someone measuring?
really bad.
I think someone else was measuring.
I wasn't.
Maybe.
Question. Can I ready a spell?
No, because you already did action.
I don't think it would have taken me 60
None
feet of movement to get out.
None of them
This
are close
this
enough
doesn't
to take
instantly
actions
deposit you
to get
outside.
there.
You have to ascend by by
Got
quite
it.
a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna do the ones that are within range because some of these can get opportunity attacks and those made down.
Yes, that's true,
Maximus.
yes.
So we're just gonna resolve their turns. He technically goes around it, same difference. This one can't go, or no point in going. Nope. Nope. Oh, this one. This one is going to action. Wait a minute.
Can they cuck me here?
Yes, they can. Whoa! It's kind of important because Lars and Renesmee may want to roll into initiative. You are 35 feet from the surface here. So, Lars or Renesmee, just so you know, you guys are 35 feet away from Max. Lars, I think we should roll into initiative for you. Even if you want to run, it's going to be irrelevant.
Can I roll into initiative again?
You don't need to. You're already in initiative. I'll just
I can
GM layer.
technically help some and maybe kill one of them to help you escape, but the issue is I'm at 11 HP.
I need like assistance in breaking. We're not gonna kill all of them.
Oh wait, I can do the shove action.
Or else,
so roll into
the
initiative.
rest of them are going. The rest of them are going to show up, and that's a very bad thing.
I'm thinking of doing erupting earth.
That's
once
perfect.
You,
You go this round, Lars,
wow.
rather than the next round. Okay. You got a mongrel.
Wait, that's not how creatures. He would have. Never mind. It's to our advantage anyway.
Okay.
Oh, hog.
Lars.
So you want me to shove one away?
You're gonna have to do the bonus action movement thing if you want to get within range, because you're 35 feet on the surface.
I can't. I'm out of moxie points.
Well then. What do you want to do?
Something.
You can just get on a horse and leave. That's what the professor's doing. He's not a warrior. He'll die. He's already on his horse, starting to ride away.
Oh, shut the fuck up! God, what the fuck?
I'm just telling him his options, okay?
Wasn't it the better idea for you guys to jump back into the portal?
It was
no,
crowded with
because
creatures.
they were
guarding it, yeah.
I'm aware, but I think it's better than the current situation.
There's literally physically no way for them to fit. It was already being. There was like a lot of.
Besides,
exiting.
we didn't do that, so.
True. Now we're here, so.
And we didn't understand what was happening either. They were just coming out of the portal.
True.
I don't think if you saw things coming out of a portal, you'd be like, "Oh, let me go back in."
Yeah, true. Let's go into their portal, please.
You knew your friends were there. That's all.
I guess. What are you doing,
It's
Lars?
been like 45
Leaving?
minutes.
Staying?
I don't know.
Well.
Can Gore make the shove attack?
What's his movement? Because yes, he can make shove attacks.
40 feet.
Then yes, Gore can run down into the pit at this mongrel folk. It's just a contested strength check. Hopefully Gore can win it. Maybe he can.
He wants to. The idea would be to shove him to there.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail this, so it doesn't matter.
Nat 20. No, yeah. Gore runs down, so he is now actually on the map, and he attempts to shove the mongrel, which turns around and butts at his muzzle with his shield, so remains in place. Okay, that was Gore's action. I assume you're getting on your horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck me! Y'all are leaving me?
Well,
what do you want me to do?
Not on
I
horse
literally
yet,
can't do anything. I would take me 2 rounds to even get there, and I'm at 11 HP with no moxie points, nothing. I die instantly. I can't do anything.
Me, dude.
I don't even think this guy. Yeah.
If I could get there in 1 round, I would have gone there and done the shove attack as well. But it would take me 2 rounds, so we'd be in the same situation now anyway.
Okay. And all these other Mongols could have gone. I just didn't think it would be relevant, but it may be. So I'm going to move them 60 feet onto the map.
Can we try one more thing?
What's that?
Gore can give me the help action, right? And then I can try and shove the dude and get out.
Yep.
I think he has to be next to you to give you the help action, though. Is that not?
Let's look up. Help action.
He's a medium creature.
You may need to be within 5 feet of the allied creature.
Yeah, you do.
Yep, you need to be within an allied. Oh wait, you can aid to a. Alternatively, you can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. But the only problem is that Gore already used his action, so I don't know if it matters, right?
Oh.
So, Maximus, it's your turn. You can try shoving. There is room to shove this guy and then sprint through the remaining gap with a bunch of opportunity attacks.
Can I
So wait, here's the meme. Wait, I figured it out.
Okay,
Here's the meme.
Okay.
You shove him this way, and then on Gore's turn, he shoves you this way, and so now they can't pass you.
If I shove the guy this way, I can.
I can thorn whip you
Once
10 feet towards us if you want.
Can't thorn weapon through a creature. You can't pull him like through
once the pathway is open, I can run almost the rest of the way there. Right?
So you can also ready your action to run if you want to leave it up to other people, or you can just try to shove and hope to God that you beat his strength check.
What about grappling, maybe?
I don't know.
That will not help. That doesn't help me.
You can grapple this guy, and then
because
you have a movement, you can move him, right?
Do you have an ability to move him once you grab him?
That's just how it works, yeah.
But it's another action, right?
No, it's just speed.
It's still just a contested strength check.
True.
So that gives no advantage.
All this comes down to that.
Yeah. All right.
It gets a plus 4. So.
Push come to shove. We gotta roll it. So, unless you have any way of
Hakon,
modifying your dice, you just gotta.
Hakon, do you
Literally
allow
push.
any kind of? Do you allow any kind of like tech to like squeeze through another creature's square?
No, not hostile creatures. You just can't go through the square full
Okay.
stop.
God, why
Okay,
is D&D
I'm gonna
like
I'm gonna
that?
try that.
Okay. Good luck.
Good luck.
It's promising.
Yep. You shove the mongrel to the side. You have 30 feet of movement remaining. So you can just run past
Yeah,
Gore.
I'm just-
You don't even
I'm
need to
just-
like move past. Oh wait, 30 feet. So that'll bring you. Technically, you're not on the surface, but for functional purposes, you are, and the path narrows to 5 feet. So
Is
Gore
he
can
gonna
just
take
sprint
like
through you as an
15
action.
opportunity attacks?
He is gonna take 4.
He
Yeah.
doesn't care. Is he able to grab
I-
Core's collar and like pull
I
him
am
along?
not
Is that alter him
particularly
at all?
concerned about the opportunity attacks.
Okay. good.
Gore is no matter what. Gore's gonna take 2 opportunity attacks, but that's it. Like there's no more that they can do to him. So
Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay.
all right, 4 opportunity attacks on
Yeah, it's
One
like
hits.
1 hit.
8 slashing.
Or all-
Resme,
all of
do you
8
want to get on your
damage.
horse and leave, or are you trying to stick it out for one more round?
I'm gonna stick it out for one more round. I'm going to get
Okay, I
on
just
my
need to
horse.
clarify something. They are within dashing range of you, so if you remain here for a round, you are risking you getting bogged down in fighting.
I want to move a little bit. I just want to be within the range of this spell specifically.
Being within
One
visual
second.
range of anything is going to be within range of them dashing to you, because this is a downward angle. So you have to be off the entrance, which is 35 feet away. So if you want to cast a spell, you need to be within dashing range of the creatures.
Got it. Okay, then I'll move away and I'll just do plant growth as we're running away. I guess I have to
Okay,
hope
sure.
and pray that they get out.
Then
yeah.
I'm going to double check the initiative order, but I'm like 99% sure the only thing that can happen is Gore takes 2 opportunity attacks. I'm going to double check though. Let's look at some initiatives here. Yeah, it's those 2. Oh no. 2 opportunity
Wait,
attacks
no.
and then 1 normal attack.
Can't I do this? Or do I have to?
You can do it from your
I can
current
see
position,
within
but then
range.
you are but then you're within dashing range of them.
Okay, yeah, no, never mind.
Okay, then you withdraw.
Yeah.
Okay, then Gore is going to take 3 attacks, and then he's outie. You guys can get on horseback, and at that point you massively outpace the mongrel, so there's no chance they can catch you.
Might actually die.
So yeah, do you have any way to modify these? Because
No.
okay, I think that's 2 hits so far. 3 hits.
3
so
hits.
he does have temp HP. He's 13. That is okay. Let's do some math. He's alive. I know he's alive. I just need to know how much.
Thank
health
God. I
he's
forgot about the
got.
temp HP because it doesn't show up on his sheep.
Oh yeah,
I
no, it shows
casted it
up
at the
on
beginning of the
token.
day. Yeah.
Okay, he is injured, and then we can. Okay, I'm gonna just one more time do some math in my head. He moves 80 feet around. You can get on horseback for 5 feet cost. Maximus does it for even, I think, cheaper because he's a cavalier. Yeah, there's literally no way they can catch you. Plus, oh, actually, you're already on horseback. So we are going to.
Yeah.
Holy shit! We're gonna zoom out. You guys. Well, let's get rid of Severus. Zednius here. You guys are riding away hard on horseback. Mickey is, frothing as he, rides hard from the mountains. The professor is, shouting back at you, "What happened? What happened?" But it's not, at this moment, the focus is not on, anything else other than getting away. And it's only once you guys are maybe a mile or 2 away, looking up at the hill, which is now crawling with these 12 mongrels, who will eventually return to the cave, that you guys have a chance to catch your breath. The professor is going to look at the 3 of you. Laura said you fought some creature, and now this? What the hell happened in there?
They started pouring out of this portal that was inside of the mountain, and Severus and Zednius are still in there, or they're dead, or I don't know.
All right, well, do we stick around then? Did you find what you were looking for? Do we want to wait for your companions?
I'm flabbergasted. I don't know.
All right, well, it's looked like the mongrels were returning to the cave. We can remain here on watch.
Stake out the entrance of the cave for our buddies, I guess.
All right, when night falls, we're not going to be able to see them when they're escaping. Visibility goes to piss poor then.
It's okay. I have a couple hours left on my. I'll point to my eyes, night vision.
What time is it?
It's oh, that's a really good question. Let me check if I have this. I know the date obviously, but I don't know if I know the exact time. I think you entered here, so there's a day of travel to get here. I think you entered here in the early morning, so now it'd be 4 hour, 2 p.m.
I don't think that's gonna.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. Okay, well
Well-
then, we're going to cut back to our 2 intrepid, wacky lads. It took 18 seconds for the party to escape, so I don't, unless you guys are planning on dropping down into the darkness, there's nothing you can really do in those 18 seconds. So,
right.
Severus and Zednius, the two of you, have a moment to consider. I think you start discussing this plan of dropping into the darkness, escaping through the portal, and then all the warriors have exited, and the other mongrel folk are cowering in corners of the labyrinth.
Does Severus still have the ruby?
The ruby never came up through the floor. That thing's still floating in a hand.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, correct. He still has hold of it.
I still do, yeah.
Yep, it's floating in the portal.
Pull it
chamber.
up! LMAO.
I'm gonna... Yeah, let's put the ruby through... I don't know.
Are you passing the portal, the ruby through the portal?
No. Here's what... You said you stuck an arrow halfway through and it broke in half, right?
Yes, as soon as it stopped moving.
And the rope too, yeah.
If we
That was through the portal, but yeah.
put the ruby to the ceiling, and then when we pass through, grab the ruby and go through the portal, how long does that take?
That'd be like 6 seconds.
So that's one action.
Right, yeah, right now you cannot locate the portal. Because it's surrounded by that shroud of
we
darkness.
could try it with your mage hand trying to grab it. Like, my mage hand pressing it up to the ceiling, flat in its palm.
I'm gonna be honest, you can make this way simpler and just drop the ruby on the floor. Literally just drop down, grab it, go through. It's the same number of actions.
Yeah,
the same action? Okay.
So like, just find an empty corner and an empty,
Well, I don't know about that, because then you have to drop down, grab it, and then go all the way to the portal. I'm just saying, if you drop it right next to the portal, you just drop down, grab it, go through.
Okay, but it's dark, so I don't know if we should drop it right next to the portal, right?
Currently, yeah, there is your darkness spell, yes.
Wait,
and that's the only thing that would stop them from attacking.
Why don't we just grab it? Wait, what if we try to? Can't we just try to like clip it out?
What? What are you asking?
We press it against the ceiling or the floor for that matter. Doesn't really matter. And then, as soon as something stops moving, it's not go. It stops.
I just want to clarify something. Nothing has ever passed through the interior of the labyrinth to the exterior. You have never achieved that.
We're trying to
pretty sure it's just like slamming it against the wall. It would just smash it.
I think the only way to get this is to go through the wall and grab the ruby and then go through the portal. I think that's the only way we can do this.
Well, that seems suicidal.
Well,
it does.
Just a little bit.
Or you could like not do that. Just not get the ruby. I know that's
maybe we should just like dump the ruby somewhere and wait for a bit. See what happens.
That's not what Dodo was saying at all. But that is funny. Thank you. Yeah, made me chuckle.
Wouldn't be the second time my advice was ignored. So.
True.
Yeah, true.
I want the ruby though. I want to figure out how to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not. I want to say I genuinely. I'm
somewhere.
not trying to be judgmental, but what could you possibly get from this ruby?
It's magic, right?
No, you confirmed that.
Did we though?
I assume it is.
Okay.
Doesn't want you to get it because it is magical.
True. You know what? This is the god item.
This
I'm
is
just
literally the
this is a
ruby
pearl
of
of power.
casting
Actually,
infinite wishes.
It's a gem of power.
Is it magical?
In disguise.
It's literally the ruby of casting infinite wishes. He's so mad that we're trying to get this.
I'm literally mauled and bald right now. This is true.
He is actually bald, so it's
true. I am literally bald. That is real.
If we just drop the ruby on the ground, how do people react to it?
Well, there's no one in this main portal chamber there's people on the exterior. So in the hallways leading to the portal chamber, there's people in here. So if you drop in the darkness, no one's gonna see it. Are you like trying to drop it openly, like where all these average mongrels can see it?
Yeah.
Okay, one of them is gonna scamper forward to grab it.
Wait.
Well,
he said yeah, but
have the ruby.
It's my mage hand.
Oh, okay. Well then, you're still holding it. It's floating about 30 feet above. No one's entered the portal chamber. They're all just in the hallways leading to it. So the closest one is 30 feet away from the portal.
Can I find like a tiny corner where I can just hide the ruby for a bit?
You can. The problem is that you're moving this within the line of sight of dozens of mongrels. So there's nowhere you could bring it that would make it like disappear because they can see you carrying it the whole time.
Oh well, in that case, I'll just drop it.
Okay, you drop it on the ground. One of the mongrel folks scampers forward and picks it up and sprints in the direction of the temple. Well, as the two of you contemplate where you are, what's happening, what awaits you if you ever try to exit that portal. Your stomach start to growl. That is all something that will have to be dealt with next time. Near-death experience for about half the party there. I think Lars and Maximus very easily could have died this session.
Oh yeah.
And
all through actions not of our own.
well, the Otyugh fight is what I was thinking of for Lars, which you did choose to pursue it, but it ended up working in the end. So,
fair enough.
You know, who's to say?
Yeah.
But that is where we'll end it. We do have a lot of XP to hand out for the Otyugh fight. A total of, and we're dividing it equally, which you know you can probably debate it, but that's just how we're doing it this campaign.
They weren't even here. And
yeah, I know. Like I said,
Wait,
you could probably debate it, but that's just how we're doing it.
Killed us. Okay.
Could you tell us, those 3 mongrels that I saw at the very beginning in the hallway, were they amongst the warriors that like now pulled back out of the portal?
No.
Did we see them at all in the labyrinth?
Yeah, absolutely. They're among the
they were just
hordes of
regular
average
dudes.
rabble. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I have a question.
You each, real quick, you each get
diagonals.
1250 XP. Question.
I forgot my question.
No shot. Okay.
I was thinking about my question, and when I finally got to say, I have a question, I forgot it.
Wait, 1250?
1250 XP, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm bad at math, so
So
I'm just
that's
doing a little calculation.
8760.
No, mine is different than yours because I once got like nerfed by like some spell and it took away.
That
some
was based. I
amount
remember that. It was some enemy that like yoinked your
Yeah,
XP.
I think we're gonna have to all start doing our own XP because I have my own XP now.
Oh yeah. All right, just track your XPs individually. You see the calculator.
You
app,
have
it's not too
XP
hard.
from what?
We both got XP from our little Fey mission.
Oh right. Wait, what is yours at?
Well, mine's gonna be different than yours because I
you can't.
use
Yeah, you
XP
can't rely on
when
other
you
people's.
did,
Yours are all
right?
starting to.
I know, but I just want to know what yours is.
29,360.
Got it. Mine is 28,850, which seems to be similar to what everyone else's is now, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, because I was nerfed, now I'm not nerfed. Well, I'm only a little nerfed.
Any
Yay.
final questions before we wrap it up?
No, I forgot. I don't know what it was.
I was giving you a second chance. I didn't want to say it, but like I was trying
to think.
I have a question. How long can people survive without food or water in this world?
Water? Well, it's the same as real life. Water is going to be about 2 days. Food is a lot longer, 3 weeks. I mean, they're both kind of on the leaner end, so maybe 2.5 weeks. But food is not the problem. It's mostly water.
We're Gucci.
Okay.
Are we in an area that we're concerned about that?
Not for you guys.
There's water all over the place, right?
Is
for
there?
those two bozos.
Well, if they're super
You're
smart
gonna
about
have to
it,
go
what they
down.
do is that they take the water from there, throw it into the portal, go out of the portal, grab it, and then go
Well,
back
they can
in
just leave the
they're
portal. They
back
should
in
just leave
still.
the cave and.
Well,
Didn't they
well, the
hand it
issue
up,
is
the water?
No,
the
because
way
they
we
don't have
understand it
ceiling.
currently
Don't
is that
worry,
if they
there's
go through the
nothing to
portal
worry
all
about.
time,
All right,
they
well,
don't
I'm sure
go
there will
back
be
in.
We
all
are both
sorts of survival
entirely
plans.
fine.
Yeah, there will be all sorts of survival plans and escape plans and
Very
plans within
simple
plans and
yes.
theft plans and murder plans next time. But that'll be saved
I'm very
for
excited to see how they
next
get
week.
out of this conundrum they
Me
put
too.
themselves into.
It's
So
super easy. Don't
I will
worry.
see you guys then, and bye bye.
See you next week. Bye.